Yes, I've heard of in video kama ikamainiti ya maana chelo na mwento na chela Feather FM and de kapawi ya michel mokali kwa mjawa biro. Yes, obiti makija ni wacharo late la kirimo. Yes, anomina chak cha bicheli kome. But obviously, benepo mi bedo bedo twa kape angamo calls mamigu tutwali ko oilo koma requests. Para follow church ni forward karachel. Otherwise, lowing video. Yes, akitana neni winya wajo. Yes, kitana neni winya wajo. Follow church ni wati karachel. Follow church ni itima ikwa ichamo nyero like that. Ti dana mukene ko bere ni gipe. But wadwa wafoch botluba. Hata izana for ritual. My child, amina chaki kiwayo ni yeah, fodatika lodane olotomene ni kati kilok moni ma birugi karme promising uno la wo but pa birugi kare tini mi kati kiri. Now la video la winjudu ngeni lock ni tie lock mari ma actually taro chawa angwen. Taro chawa angwen. And kani mira kati kere no mira chak kine ka chawa beach onyo chawa angweni kome motiano. So enoni obiru reason na chel mo wero pa birugi karmi kati kilok enoni. Yeah, obiru reason na chel ma pa birugi karmi kati kilok enoni mano mina kati kirila wo azina ma birugi karmi promising uno la wo but then pa birugi kare ma mekerone. Yes, apira nguni tidana mukine ko birini obiru ka korone wanaganen. Pamela waini gwakmogo na tika volu, but locate here. Let me just sample for you and then you hear. Let me just sample for you and then you hear.
I take my bed.
Locate here.
Chini pegi omdo. Ngat mete mo be na chini.
Chini yo.
Yeah, locate here, loving video. Pedak ni atika volu, locate here. Even if I try to forward,
it never down to your beam, ruinyo. It never down to your beam, ruinyo. I want you.
Okay, so eno ni mere evidence botu ni locate here. Ikeni aneno bene style.
Marupon is kilun isao. Gian ki mon my kona ngaya.
So
yeah. Ti nying Ismail nying nyar. Gian do care. Okay, radio giando di woba.
Okay. So owinyo ni okay radio favor di woba. Awai ni abi sampling mere. Pia niko ni namo ni agwa mono robot. You know, atika inyeo kita dano wajo kire ni polkare biruka scaring dano.
They started sitting.
Okay, but in giving. So
pa Yesu Kristo madong pebone.
Pian kinyorira. Tie gimati Paul.
Okay, it's fine. That is law injury just me proving iri ni loketi bora lokuma bo wachula wuti kikeni chawa nipo ye. Yes, akidong bene foratika atile guluba wa obigi karme mina lagame mabe. Yes, because locate sensitive manoka mukene. Okay, kidong bene tini la unjuri abiri kare mikupekere. And there are no details mukene. And wachani owaini loktie mukene ma actually en potier weng. Loktie ma en potier weng. Makachi gwakono chawa onyono kare. Dongo biduchi mete kilok mukene. So enini mukene macha mukene miro kony paloba chuny malengo betie mi guiding wano because tije mukene kachi wabiru yikar mi winyo ne cham kene kelo chwe chuny cham kene kelo divisions cham kene ine cham neno la wori chalo ngata right yes but betie kumano wakati winyo jomo kene giwaini kono chupo kanicha kono titi migena ngo yes cham kene bene no miri pachatan bene timie managers ka kenyo gikome but mission tie menyu tilo ada kidong bene mi wachini tije mukene matime but no ini tamani gomogo no machuny malenga itika teli onyulu ba itika dori but no gina pata itika dori so that is it. Yeah, that is what is happening but now in video amira mi update more kind and lawo akati kilok mo machiek an harmoni no timiro ni gwakameta kirine no matini baranoni ma po bitaling tutwal kingo mana miro wajo ni no matini amiro ni lokeno ni agwako akati ki details maduong kitanolo bati katela kere and then afterwards akati kilokyo wenkare kikore. Yes, ameno lokom tithing, onyo lokom achel mea pa, and so on and so forth. Because la wuma guru mere manok, ano ni miri padano ti kenyo, and actually lok tiema duong kita no dano, no lok ni okay kom lukweri mapat iki kanicha mapat. Chatamo ni mira nung kare nino mala chen akati ki lokeno ni into details ki evidences o weng ki wang bibles o weng machwaro we kolo to wabed kama be. Alright, now lawing video ana fwedo twa Pabi Gamo calls atiki geni watie kache atiki geni dano tie mawangi fotituolo and actually obedo ka kwora picha malach and angioni kinema unu bedo ka winyuwe no bena wori da Robert chako chawa di Robert don kuneno tiyeluwa Robert don kunungo. But it's okay. Let me now begin. I just want to give you some kind of a mind opening kind of thing, so that at least you're guided, and then at the same time, your spirit led as well to pray in one way or the other, so that you can be well aware of what is happening. Okay? Now, allowing video, lokuma mega teko mani. Amira wachi gimoni, just me yaboy. Kidong bene, melego ni imete kilego matek. Akluba konywa. Because jemi matiti me ni wengla in video, tika nyurua agiki pin tika biano. Now, pulkara katiki jemi kumani. Chamu kene gitamani atika kelo luoro, chamu kene gitamani information man atika katikeri ni gumugu nupeti lo hada. But now in video, information man atika katikeri ni it is 100% correct. Kidong bane katiki evidences olo tope nyuti ne jemi mukene miribit gikare melego do baba gikare me konyowa. Okay, so in a matini law in video, I be me mere manok because chawa pobi yini a good jemmy wen kare gikare. But allo in video, I made a chak loka command. Law in video, onu winyo mabe details ma biru yikare me katikere kun a wachi loko ma deep state i America kilobo mukene kare ki kare ka upo mabeni na malo loko ma topic ni details wing ma katikera tiki geni uluto wiyu bipo kachi abibiri karmi katiki lok mukene ki kany kare ki kare la wing video lok mukene mana nguni abiri kare metiti ikare mo ya mokany bene obiru loko ma lweny machamo kene wabiro ni omaro kelo World War III lweny melobo weng me adek and actually abiru yikare me guru iri lok ikoma Russia kachel ki Ukraine chiamiyo details weng kore ki kore chiamiyo bene ngoma deep state titimone onyo agenti pachatan titimone mewa lwenye no ni petum biru gi kare bene metiti role onyo ching pa America ikom lweny matie kidong la rachatan matika dor America abiru gi kare metiti details wen kare abiru gi kare bene mewachi pingo NATO petika katika maleng mechero directly ka facing Russia kidong bene kare anoni ma abiru gi kare me katiki details mukene la video wachi kita Israel ma uchake kere kidong pingo lwenye benetie watin kawiya po abiru gi kare bene me wachi ni lweny me Israel do tero mwaki makaro 300 an furo bemete wanga nino modong ki signing agreement an la win video ya po bena wachi ni tekade neno agreement me kuch don ki signing ki kero chingi ye Ameriku katika maleng ki jo mukene ki kero agreement chingi ye ni don dugu pa Yesu Kristo don pe bo don ti dogola. Okay, yes, ngea pien lweny anonime Israel po betum obi mete kumeno ngat mo bitiako lweny me Israel ki jami mukene kenyu tutwalo bitime kadonga Yesu Kristo odugu kagamo jone lawing video biru kare me mini details maduong makache biru kalubu hope through the night biru kare me mini current affairs vis-a-vis gikiping kidong bana biru kare me mini testimonies ma pat maweng jami egini weng ti connected mano kache biru kaluru ne binoni ada chatan tika lweny iro malamal. Now lawing video tini amiro mere mini evidences mugu mateno tutwali menu tini miri waleg matek pien chatan tika kero luere ivut lobo mapat ngeni alawing video chatan tika yele matek meduoko well dano matilobo polkar wacho uloke nini makaro billion an bene kineno ni tutwale focus ti i Africa kany anabedo gi kar me mini details weng kore kita jimini titime kere lawing video yo achiel machatanti kaduogo well dano kere ena yeri yo me lweny ma enoni wengo moko chaden lweny ikabino mapat lweny i Africa lweny obedi Uganda kany lweny obedi South Sudan mabe futie ivut mukene vut Sudan kabino mukene mapapat South Sudan Sudan mamalo kaineno ngomatika time i Israel Palestine Gaza iwinyo loko Hezbollah iwinyo loko Boko Haram la invideo iwinyo jemi mukeni chalo iwinyo winyo lweny mati ikin Russia ke Ukraine, i winyo ng'oma chatanti tiemone agenti Illuminati jami mapola tala winj video. Enini weng chatan tika kero lwere, tika kero tika temo neno ni space moe ken perebot lo Kristayo, space moe ken perebota Yesu Kristo. And akai winyo testimonies mabiru ka katikiri winyo beneni chatantiki 90% lubati ka pa ken. Kidong bene kibiru gikarmi weni Yesu Kristo biru la ming. No kimiro mine lobo wengwe keno bidgi karme loyone ento biru la ming okwaro. So jami egini wengla win video tieme lwenyi komloba iyo mapat makake pe kero chwenyi ka neno ni oloto lego matek wegloba obigi karme nyutiyo kidong bena mena ni iberi kin jo mwani manok ma Yesu Kristo bibiri karme gamane jamine pe yoto 12 pm yo machero kapenyo nyo macheri gayana le winjuju tima lach and jamine tiye maduong jamine tiye kenyo maduong ma miri bed mere ma penyi chak luodo ni chak tamo ni kama ini tiye. Okay, so la winjuju lok mere tima check lok mere pe boto 12 pe duong atikelo lokeni ni matini mepo yuwi. Yes, atika kelo lokeni ni la winjuju mepo yuwi. Tutwali in ma fuditiki ngom madit itiki ekas maduong in ma itie machamu keni ngom mamegi pe katichkere kidong bena mepo yuwi wingarumoni matie ma tilafu ifuru ekas maduong ata. Okay, yes, kidong bena kitung chela win video amiru ni abedgi kare memini professor mo wegati waini umiru wa mete kilega pien unuti neno ngomati timei Amerika unuti neno ngomati timei kom Donald Trump unuti neno ngomati timei Russia, Ukraine vis-a-vis America, NATO, and so on and so forth. Okay, atamoni alawin radio mira chaki kwene. Yes, alawin radio atamoni mira chaki lokom America. And lawin video lokom America ma bikati kere ko bedini tielok madong ki katikere imwara alibachiel agano ni tika winyongo matika wajanela win video. I want you to be very keen. Yes, and atika wachi anatika katiki details egini kuna katiki details wengi evidence we kolo tu ini begi kare meluodone we kilegi because jaimu kene po chaketin but it is a sign katiki lokeni ni amiruni ibed very keen me winyone kore. Okay, ti atamoni ka olotoi winyo obiberi ki karme guiding in kidong bene me makolega matek but ngyo kamiri palubati komeno la video pe wabibiri ki kare ame weyane wangoti mekita nuluba miruni oti mekere. Okay, la video la kemerete komani imwagali bachel kimi abungwen ki piara deku ya dek la video wabedu ki la kwatmo la kwat makiloni brother Brenham makiloni brother Brenham. Yes, a brother Brenham la video kinywale imwagali bachel kimi abungwen kabungwen. That is 1909. Mwagali bachel kimi abungwen ki abungwen. Yes, ameno idwe ma ang'wen nindo abichiel. Lobo mo makiloni Bucksville, Kentucky, United States me America. Now, pire tak tutwal bana me wachini Brenham oto imwagali bachiel kimi abungwen ki piara bichiel wi abich. Idwe ma pario inindwe piara rio wi ang'wen. Menu eno bedo gi kare me biri lobo kany pi du mwaka maromo piara bich wi abichiel. Eneno to ki kabiro moma kiloni Amarillo, Texas. Okay. Kare ma entoni no benetiki lotino, and then also no madame benetie. Now, lawin video ngomune kola dirti obido accident monero en himwagali bachiel kimi abungwen ki piara bichiel wi abich. Mabere kare ma en toni onyo kare ma en chero kano accident no dong en ong'eyo ng'oma obinero en kidong bene kita obito kere lawin video. So enini William M. Brenham lawin video obiru la kwat. Now chamu kene bi wacha pingo robatika katiki lokenini. Lawin video wechi naga neni amira katiki evidence amira bidki karme mini lok mo weko yabuai weko mini kare kitek chwiny oluto onyoki chwiny melega. Waglu babe gi kar me konyowa ki lobo kany pien chatando mayo lobo and jami pole wing matiti meki yellow in video nyura tieni geki piny pebo kidong bene ama jami wing matiti melo in video mukene dong kitiro pire. Okay, enoni haye lok matamoni owero anatika katiki information enini kare. Now, lawin video Brother Brenham okatiki lokenini chona. Ikare maeno doho la kwat. Okay, mo doho pasta. And actually dano ma pol po biru ikare me ye kom lok mamege ngoma eno biru ka katikere ngoma eno biru ka prophesying. And lawin video maloro ni jami mukene ma eno beru kakatikere lawin video chalo prophecy chalo to you nebi ma eno beru kakatikere lawin video jami mukene ko benini ma waloro ni adonga tie madonga tika time kore ki kore wero atika katiki lokeni ni boten wekini be yikare ama mengeno ngoma tie. Okay. Lawin video lok mere pebo rutwal azina ki ngoma titime watikila kwat mo mukene mwagadek angech lawin video mabene obirugi kare mekatiki lokoma Brother William Brenham. Now ngeni anabirugi kare ko bedini me wachini Brother Brenham onyo la kwat Brenham William kenywale wa John. And obirugi kare metiro prophecy mo mwagali bachiel kimi abungwen ki piara dek wi dek. And ko bedini signs itieni jamine pole maeno birugi karme katikiri la video tika chope kore ki kore. Now amiro ni wabedgi karme winyo lokeni ni kore weko bedgi karme gaindi ngwan iko ma lok matie weko lotu po bed chalo gimo madok pe wangeyo pe kiwajo pire because kada wajo pire komani oloto bibiri kar me yabwai kidong me guiding me lego matek kidong bene wagibet ki chunya tek ya koni ngaruni waini I am instigating fear. No ingaw pingone la win video watiki prophecies maki prophesying ikom ngomati katime ko bedini i America. Yes and ke winyo lokom lamigu ko bedini matichung me biro president me America. Yes me biro president me America. Loke dong tiema actually lukweri ma pat good temo prophesying. Na vipenya nila migumene nila winvideo ati loko ma Kamala Harris. Oweko chamu kene atikia kala ni ladit atika kala ni ladit Donald Trump obibiri kare mekaro kui. Malupe ki details weng makobirini atika katikere atika yenyone atika researching la video atika kala ni la dit Donald Trump bikaro kui. Yes, I'm chela video me mini details ni kala kom Donald Trump ni kawi poma bela video abiri gikara me mini details ikoma ngomatika timi kom Donald Trump. La video Donald Trump modo nyitela. Yes, modo nyitela maybe president me America. La video ngeni Donald Trump po birigi kar meti hotela ne. America tiki lock mone makiloni impeachment. Johnny Guchero guchako nyueno tela pa Donald Trump ki Jimmy Mapol. Chako katiki loko makono corruption Jimmy Mapol ata. Ya gikene ki impeaching Donald Trump mabe poti ya hotela ne. And then ladita Biden obirigikare amikati me leading America. Now chakema ladita Biden uchako kati. Yes. Dong Johnny Gugo yo plan mabe meneno ni genyueno Donald Trump kit moiken wek pobit gikare medugu itela pin chances tiema dungni la dit Donald Trump obidugu i campaign ikare enuni kichako dong building cases madunga tai kom Donald Trump iloko ma businesses mamege mukene ki loroho evidences mukene ki faking ki maro Donald Trump ki timu Jimmy Mapoli kome na werodong Donald Trump instead of meyenyu kui cha weng nge gwak ni na riyo nyo adek no miroringi kot kagamolok nge ni na dimo ni miroringi kot kagamolok Jimmy Madunga ta. Now, lawin video ko birini malo ni. Yes, chabitu mokaro ni lawin video. No kikati ni kibed ki actually the final judgment. Yes, akangolo kopdong ikoma ladit Donald Trump. Now, information obirogi karame katini, will Donald Trump go into jail? And actually kibiru dano biru kapenyeke ken gini Donald Trump adada ini kibiru kikara metro yone pieno dong kimiru katiki verdict kimiru kelu judgment mea giki ikoma cases muguma kikeri kome mukene Donald Trump biru kikara meloyo but cases mukene ma Donald Trump actually watin kikero evidences mukene ti fake. Yes, mukene ti connected lokoma ki apoli Jimmy Madunga ta kenyo prostitute what so details donga tala winyori mapara mukatike gi weng akore kikore pien ka weni katike richi lokwani po bitum achon ikoma program wagi kome so la win video ngin madong judge ukatike la win video judge ukatika malencho waini ama katiego loka Donald Trump memorone kacho bicheri vuch kidong bene ko bicheri vuch obi bero kono pi kare mene. Yes, lokenoni dong la winjudu kipospondingo wai inge bolokwi. Okay, that is bolokwi i America obi bero tie idwe ma para chele menu November. So obitime ikinika dwe ma para rio. Ikinika dwe ma para rio no dong loga kuyo tomorrow. So manyuro ni jamine popi biru yoto tuwal ka Donald Trump ukaro kui. Ka Kamala Harris ukaro enoni tie kamaleng ni wanga Donald Trump kikeri unless otherwise taumo ochiruchutime. But then ka Donald Trump ukaro kui, there are high chances ki there is this what is called being immune because of being a statesman. Okay, tija mimukene mapeki ramo timni komikache initi ngarumo matila dit roma ki president wakany karitini otimugimoy ken karingo konongo la video chik pemaro until that day madung otiego telane kado otiego telane chik maro mabe kitero ko ivuch beneka Jimmy mukene cases mukeno layo. So this is the same thing matime ilobo mukene chalo ko bedini kala dit Donald Trump okaro mogono bene loka cases eguni bedung kibikwanyo roma be biruchi because he will be immune. He is a statesman. These things will not actually touch him so much. But then lawin video kadong pokaro chi Jamini pobi biri yotutwal Donald Trump. So keep postponing manyuni Donald Trump obibiru ki karme meteki campaigns mamege until kadong loga kuyo tomorrow yaga dong ki biru ki karme doke court. So Jimmy Mapol maketimi kom Donald Trump machamo kene yamo peti koro Donald Trump. Anini ngeoni Lukrista yopole weng me ilobotika chunki Donald Trump. Kitika lego pi Donald Trump. Pi policies mungu ma Donald Trump tikiri. Kidong kita Donald Trump neno kiri kanicha. Kita Donald Trump neno kiri kanicha. Now, la winjwedu gina weko kobirini atika waene atika kala. Iko karo pa Donald Trump mebiru president me America pitien Mario la winjwedu. Tiko mane. Professor Monitie mala data Brenham William Brenham la winjwedu katikiri mwakali bachiel kimia bungwen kipiara deku ya dek. John prophecies obirutiela winjwedu maduong andikine obirugi karme prophesying ni iyanyim America obibiru ki president mobibiru madaro okay, obibiru ki president madaro makache president madaro enuni ochakotela jami mukene la winjwedu bichero chitime America obuwang kito buwang kire la winjwedu en potero but ginawego kobirini la winjwedu anawaeni America maru wang nentele kobirini matie ikin America kachelki Russia NATO kachelki Russia me America bene tie a member of NATO kidong inen kita Russia kobirini la winjwedu tika threatening tika miobora ni obibiru ki karme tich kingo ki nuclear. So kacha ineno prophecy enoni kija imukire mubukati la winjwedu ebe noni anyim chol jamine peti mabedu twal chol pi America kidong chol pi lobo weng and then ichako dong kelu jemi mukini chalu World War III gini la winjwedu pamironi admete kilok koma jemi mukene but amironi kongwa win details wen kore kikany chikoni do amera gonyo bada wachi ungo matie okay amiro mere ni wabid gi kar me winyo details kore gi kore kidong I win bene jeng mukene matie and then iluori keni I comparing kita no lobo ne tikere ko bede ni la win video America, Russia, Ukraine, NATO, jemi mapulata I comparing chenen kama wati yene abibiri ki karme mini details wen kar ki kar kidong amiro ni ya nyimbene abibiri ki karme wachi pingo gwok ama lweny me Ukraine ki Russia petikatum ayon wen wabibiri ki kare amecheri mano chawa football tu modon kidai kama nok medonyo cha boro man hope through the night ya chelo na wento na chela Favor FM and Robert atike duichani anatika atike geni watika rachel. Now let us first listen to this. I want us to listen to this and hopefully it will help all of us. Wawin kong lokoma ngoma kiwayo ikoma brother au new pastor. Yes, Pastor Brenham, William Brenham. Now, lawin video loken in wingman tika katikere peti lok matini, be peti lok male wo. Wekatika katikere metirteni jami mukene ni donki tiro pere chon. Mabe cha mukene wabiruka kala but kadong jami ni chero ka chope yaka di chako wa ini okay. Kakare ngate ni nobiru ka lo ada Yesu Kristo benemano futi lobo kanyo ngarumo eken mayelok mamege obiru pere until nino madong enoto chi oche nino mea dekela wen video and then mado chiaro about wone yagadong dano do chako believing chako ye ngoma Yesu Kristo obiru katiro pere. So this is the same thing lutich paluba mukeni tie matika katiki logada matika tiro ngoma tie badano petika ye logi and inoni chamo kene bene countries on your presidents on your security gimaro johnny because no gitamani gitika nyueno widano gitika dividing gitika jay mapolata. So let us first listen into this. Now located in Lawin video otime katikeri mwangali bachil kimia bungwen kipia dek ya dek but then la kwatma kiluni Periston ayobirugi karme katikeri dare mwaga deka ngech okay lok kiwajo pire in 1933 but then Periston la kwatmu kene ukatikeri mepoyo widano ikom ngoma brother Brenham onyo lakwat Brenham obirugi karme katikiri kari chani ikom ngoma tika time America ikari ni. So let us first listen to this
important video. It's not often I come to you and say two things. Number one, watch all of it because number 7, the 7th thing I will tell you on this video is probably the most significant. Number 6 and 7 actually match. And you're going to hear something that I have taught for 20 years. As a matter of fact, when Hillary Clinton announced that she was going to run for president, I was sharing with people about the vision from 1933, asking the question, could she be the person to fulfill it? Well, she wasn't, obviously. But now, with Harris in as the vice president, then I see a great possibility of this being fulfilled. And what is odd, even the secular media has discussed this. Now, let me backtrack to the original story and the original vision. Many years ago, there was a man who was very well known that had a tremendous ministry and a tremendous gift that God had given him. I never met him personally. I do know, however, the man who's in his 80s that lives in our town that was his organ player for his crusades and evangelistic meetings. I have met numerous pastors who experienced this man's ministry and said it was the most amazing thing that they ever saw. For those who knew him personally, they loved him and they knew he was an absolute man of God who never missed his words of wisdom, words of knowledge, prophecies, or if he said he had a vision. And let me reiterate this. Those who knew him say he never missed it, ever. Now, is that possible? It's possible through fasting and praying and seeking God, yes, to train your spirit to hear that way. But this was a gift from God. In the 1940s and 50s and very early 60s, he had some of the most remarkable answers to prayer. He would actually pray with people on a platform, and you would see God heal the person, touch the person, deliver the person. And I don't have time to tell all the stories, but in June of 1959, he came to preach at a church here in Cleveland, Tennessee, and an angel of the Lord came to him and said, Cleveland, Tennessee will be the hub of the final end-time revival. And we've talked about that for many years here in Cleveland, and we won't go into that. Again, that's another separate message. He was a young man in his 20s in 1933 and had rented an auditorium to preach an evangelistic revival. He had just bought a 1933 Ford automobile and was preparing to go to the service. And when he sat in his car, he went into a complete vision. I mean, right in front of him, he saw this begin to happen. This is similar to what the Bible calls in the Old Testament, where Peter went into a trance in the book of Acts there, where God was informing him about Cornelius. He, after coming out of the trance and this 7-part vision, he wrote it down on a yellow piece of paper and put it in his Bible with the heading, I saw the end time coming. And so this is where we get into the story. I'm going to not get into the 4 things that have already happened. They were, he was told in 1933 there will be 3 great isms, communism, fascism, and Nazism. And of course that has happened. There will be one ism at the end, and I think that's globalism. That's my personal opinion. He didn't say that, but that's my opinion. He predicted 4 events involving Roosevelt, Germany, Hitler, and they all happened.
So, enini weng tijami ma ladita Brenham obiri yikare me tirone chalo prophecy and weng obiri yikare me time yikare. Now, la win video dano mo prophesying jami mati time obiru dano madwongba. Okay, and let me just take it a little bit. Wekulu to in a wing. Prophesying. That is why I want you to hear. Yes, look at wrong but look when that summarizing unanen. Samiruni wing kagaine.
That's globalism. That's my personal opinion. He didn't say that, but that's
let me just take it a little bit back.
I'm going to not get into the 4 things that have already happened. They were.
Brother William Brenham when you like what? Okay.
He was told in 1933 there will be 3 great isms, communism, fascism, and Nazism. And of course that has happened. There will be
fascism.
One ism at the end, and I think that's globalism. That's my personal opinion. He didn't say that, but that's my opinion. He predicted 4 events involving Roosevelt, Germany, Hitler, and they all happened.
Roosevelt, Germany, Hitler, Mokel, World War II.
And he also predicted a world war was coming, that Mussolini would rise to power in Italy and invade Africa, which happened.
Mussolini would rise and then would invade Africa. History.
Now, the information that I'm giving to you, I have a collection of books. I have every book from the evangelist of 1948 to about 1955, and I don't want to name them, that came out of the great revival. They called it the healing revival, that my father actually was converted to the Lord and called to preach during that time for him as well. And so this information came from reel-to-reel tapes where in the 50s and 60s, this minister named William Brenham would speak and he would begin to talk about this. Now, I have a very small booklet that has all the information in it, so I went to that booklet, again from reel-to-reel tapes, to give you the information. When he got into the 5th, 6th, and 7th vision, here is what he saw. He saw what cars would look like. In 1933, he saw what cars would look like prior to the return of the Lord.
Hey, Nano, vision me a beach. vision mia beach kabichel. Now mia beach ni natamani mira tieto actually translating because ngeni mokene ni apulido kar World War weng no tiro kono Mussolini kono Hitler angagi weng globalism weng do timeo maladiti obirigi kar metiro ne. But then ti enini la win video ma amiro ni ibed ki kare meluoro ne inen ngo matitime ilogo because eno bedo gi kare me prophesying ni iyanyim mutoka mo bibiru tie o bibiru chalo tongweno kita no ki yubu kiri bibiru chalo tongweno iyanyim. Okay, now amiti nen kita technology waro kiri kaini neno social media kita jamine time kiri la win video.
Now these are quotes. Just before that time comes, the final ism, automobiles will look like an egg. Now they were all of them were long rectangles back then and were for many years. That's the way they will be just before the rapture. So I'm going to show you some pictures.
No, before the rapture. Before the rapture. Mutoka obiloke style po bibiru kitu mutoka majui mawa biru kereni baro bibiru mutoka makiyubu ento biru chalo tongweno ineno shape pa tongweno kita tikereni la video
of automobiles that are in the shape of eggs, and these little it almost looks like a huge egg that you stand in and you move around in. And you can use this on sidewalks, moving from one corporate building to the other, etc. But automobiles are in that shape.
Now, la video kaya miro proving ni lokani ni tika developing cherry social media kaya ni tiki smartphone, itiki internet on your computer. Tamani hiramo proving lokenini cherry social media ichaki yenyu kita geminate kerila injuri bino kuri mutoka mogo makiyugo kuman these flying cars ibino mukene makiyugo beru chalo pigi mabene peporoba and wendo chakukati. Just go and do your research. This is ngoma ketero imwagali bachel kimia bungwen ki piara dek via dek and kobirini tikatime kore gi kore. Amino ni ibed gi kar me winyone we koloto ibed mano iti a lot.
And here's the second thing he saw in automobiles, quote, "It will come to pass that cars will not be run by a steering wheel."
No. Mutoka po bibiru ki steering on your steering wheel. Okay, wheel enoni maini mako chi duoyo iloko direction igoyo kona itimugi na ngo obibiru pere obibiru manoti duone kene.
It will be something another to run them. Now I'm quoting him. His grammar was very poor, but I'm quoting him as I'm not misquoting or trying to be improper in my English grammar. This is how he spoke. He's very, very simple man. It will be something else that'll run them and I put in here, remote control. You can't hit another car because it's remote. This was 1933, before any of this stuff was developed, which was many, many years later. Here's another quote from a reel-to-reel message that I have in print.
So, mutoka enoni peramo goyo la ware on your accident peramo nonge pien. Okay, it is like it is a smart car. Ramo weyo teka gimoiken bene pobi biruki kare peki biruki kare medwa ne no rin kene. Now la winjuju kenen kobirini mutoka matie smart cars mutoka kobirini mati lobo mukene chalu German gini idonya iye duone kene teri kamaini miruni ki teri ye, and then that is it. Idonyo merechi mutoka penye ni teacher okwene. All the things are there now. And ketero pere imwagali wachel kimia bungwen ki piara deck via deck lowing video.
I saw a family driving an automobile that was glass top, didn't exist back then, and didn't have a steering wheel. It was controlled by some sort of radar or something. He didn't even know how it was controlled. They were playing games while it drove itself. Now, folks, listen to me. We're here.
So jamine ko bidini la winjwido tikatime but kitero pire chona. Mutoka maduone kene. No initi iya kuno, iti dogo game, iti kwano vuk, iti mugena ngo, mutoka ti wat mere kene. Accident mo bitime bene pake because it is controlled. Now, enini when technology yako bidini matie, satellite, jemi maduonga tala winjwidu, technology, internet, when tika controlling. And kade winyo ngo matie ko bidini, chinge ngeni, jamine ya nyim peti maber twal kidong bene dugu parwot peti bo pien ladit mu katiki lokino owaini endong lubao tiago nyuru en vision enoto manotiki mwaka piara beach wia bichel in 1965 magali bachel kimia bungen ki piara bichel wia bicha yutokere ando birugi karme wajo jami egini wengni iya nyim ati neno kuman lubati nyota kuman chobiru katiru jami egini weng kore ki kore an kubidini dong wati ye en wawing mulok mukene.
So that's what makes me believe that now what he saw with a woman becoming president could happen in the next few years.
Iti winyane. Now, few years la winjiri uti kumani. Loko enini la diti tika logone mwagadeka ngech. Now, okay, kwan, this is 2024, 2023, 2022, kikati kere John. Endoko nwoyo, 2022 la winjiri. Ayo nwa kere loke nini mekati mepo yuwidano ni iya nyim wa maro biru ki President Madaro. Ento ka President Madaro kwa nyotela. Jemi makuman obitime. Now, kai winyo lokoma Brenham ngoma eno katikere kita lubao biru kanyote ngomo bitime nyim la winjvideo ko beni ni dong tika time. Teknolojia ti romalamal. Jemi mukene dong beni pay nen kita robots jami mukene AI artificial intelligence kita jami ni wengti timekere mutoka duane kene kobedini watiki smart cars watiki smartphones watiki ngo and jami wengti controlled and it has been foretold. Okay, now locom America President Madaro, this is what I was telling you ni atika kala kobedini kiloke ni matieni
with from vice president to president. But
now, loke ni nila winjvideo kiwajo mwakadeka ngech. Kare enoni no Kamala Harris ti vice president. Now, prophecy tieni kado aki kombiru vice president ubichero chibiru president. Prophecy paladita palakwat Brenham beneti waini yanyim America obibiru kingo President Madaro. So kado biru president ngo kikome mo betime.
I want to show you the end result of what he saw when this happens. Now, he's preaching in the 1950s, telling people this. He repeated it about 4 times in major meetings. America will become ruled by a woman.
America obibiru kilatela Madaro.
These are the quotes. Here's a quote from Teaching on Moses, May 13, 1956.
1956. Mwakali wa chel kimi abungwen kipiera beach. Uyabichel.
A woman will take the place of a president or of something great and high power in America.
Iwinyo. Ngarumo Madaro obibiri karme kwa nyotela. I America. Iyanyim potero magane baroweni iyanyim.
Here's a third quote. I predict before the coming of the Lord a woman shall arise to be the leader.
Iwinyo ne en tuju nebi onyotika miyo prophecy ni mafudlu ba onyo Yesu Kristo dugu America ke bibingat mo bibiru katelo ne o bibiru Madaro.
I saw a woman that will either be president or become some great power of some sort in the United States before, this is very interesting, the annihilation of the world.
Before Yesu Kristo dugu America obebedo ki president madaro.
In other words, this is how I take this. This would be a sign that somewhere in the future, something is going to happen that's going to bring annihilation to the world. And we'll talk about that in a moment. Let me go back to a story. I was going to preach a message in Huntington, West Virginia at one of my big conferences called...
Now, la winjedu ngeni lokeni ni weng kiti kwanoneki vuk maladita William Brenham Ochoyo. Maubiru pastor ikare enoni.
Will America have a woman president? And I received a visit from someone who was a former worker in the White House with direct connections to Bill and Hillary Clinton. This person had been there during what was called the Y2K turnover with the computers and was helping with that project. She heard Hillary talk about becoming a senator in New York. She heard Hillary talk about, this is before they left the White House, the Clintons left the White House, of course, and how she wanted to be the first woman president. Well, she was interested in hearing what I was going to say, and I used these predictions to say, could it be? You see, when you don't have a clear word, and I don't have a clear word if it's Harris, I really don't. But my point is that the opportunity could be there because of Biden's health. He could get sick. I don't know.
Because of Biden's health, Biden could be sick. Now, la winjedu kawipo nino makati kilokan kita Biden ki kwanyo kere. Wekpo chung kawipo mabe kati kilokan kita eno biru kastamarin kere. And immediately, Jome Party, the Democrats, the Democratic Party la winjedu guchako jemo guchako katigi waini Biden po bibiri Carmelo Donald Trump. Kita enoti make it during the public speaking manu kitika interview ingine debate, public debate. Anoche rucho messing jami wen kore and then kiwaini and po bibiri Carmetelo. Actually mechung onyume loyo ladit Donald Trump. Piano chero stammering or messing up Jamie Mapola ta statistics momi wen po biruka kare. So yagikenedong kikati kilegonyeri niyo a. Ngat mo contributing pi ladit Biden mewero chung o biru daro mamege because she's very influential and very tough. So madaro no neno benejaminatik to make umeno. Ogoyo mere chimeken. And then Orune Biden wero chung. And kita information tika katikere kita Biden o katikere la winvideo. Ma chel ki judgment padano mo kene ki waini Biden timu akapiara boro ya chel. But then information obero ni yoroko mamege peti mabe. Yoroko mamege peti mabe. And then also eno pi be onyo pi miri papati wero ngo achung. And then kimine kare me yero anga mobileo kare. Okay, so kobirinike winyo prophecy kitatika wanyenekere ni ngate noni mo bibiri tela at least obiwero chung either kibiwaini health issues yorokom kijay mukene kare and weng hochero chucho peka kare kitano kitiro kiri kare and then obi beru kikare me yabo yu pingaru momo bikati mechung ngat mati daro mechung me beru president me America and kid bene kita kitiro kiri la winvideo ngateno ni kong will rise to power kobe beru vice president yagadong obichero dong beru president wen kitiro kare wakati wachini malupe ki prophecy eneni kijay mukene makitiro mado chero timeni akidong ngoma kititi mune ikoma ladita Donald Trump lwen mati kome kidong bene kita kimiro tero kide vuch ento donki wero pien kui loka bolo kui azina loka chung futie ineno we campaign campaign futie so kiwaini konki wek loka campaign tomorrow kinena ngamo bibiro president yaga dong loka Donald Trump bidugi court. Manyuni there are very many chances still karibene Donald Trump karo koni dok loka impeachment dok dugo yaga dok kineno kitme kwanyo eno kita kikwanyo eno kere in the first term. So anyuena tiema duong makakaro pa ladit Donald Trump lubake ken yeramu moga ne piena puwangiu kita jamino bitimi kiri because kona za kuweng kitika neno ni Donald Trump miripo katkui. Now jo mena matiti mjami egini wengla in video abiru kawachini deep state is behind all the things. Gina egiti tel America ento pegi katika malengi kero mere ngaro mwani mingo mobi lubu ngoma gi mero ka ini kwero lubu ne ki kwanyo ka ini kwero ka pekineri kitimu gi moiken wikini kitela onyo kita jamini tum kedela winjwerio tum not itima buch and gina yetika controlling lobo eninyo weng koni abibiru gi karme mini details mukene. So, that is Ngomatie. Let us first listen. Let's listen and then we conclude it.
Abilities, and even the secular media has said he will stay in for a certain period of time. He'll step down. He's even talked about it, that if he couldn't do it, he'd just step down. You know.
If he couldn't do it, he will just step down. And in Wengme paving, la tela madaro me America ni kariki kono gin mo bitime kani ni possibility mo ikeno bibiru pe olutoki biwaini yorokom onyoki biwajo ge mo chinga chano bi wera wek chani hotelio
he was sick, and so she then would become president. So
iti winyane she then would become president.
Would she, if she became president, be the person that this man who was and if I can use this, there are people that have a prophetic gift, who did have a real prophetic gift, who knew how to operate it correctly. Now again, I know 25 people that I've talked to since I was 18 who knew him personally, who traveled with him. He had meetings in their churches when they were kids. And they say phenomenal, unbelievable, to the point that people followed him. He was so much like Christ in his ministry that people began to build him up. And he told his best friend, God's going to take me because people are exalting me way too high. A man should never, ever be exalted like people are looking at me like I'm Elijah or something like that. And the Lord allowed him, I'm not saying the Lord sent it, but he was taken in a car accident.
Itu winyane kare madong dano do chako do ngeno ngoma enti wajo ni weng tika chopeka kare. Yes, lock money me dok me miyo waro to trial bo dano mapat ki luba pemiro. So endong obegi karme katika maleng ni luba obi kwanyo eno. You don't have to exalt human beings, you have to exalt God. So luba obi kwanyo eno aneno birigi kare metero neno kingo mo bi kwanyo en ki lobo kany. And when we chop a car, no accident.
And could have lived on many years had not that happened. But that's what he said himself. He saw his own death coming and predicted it. Now, here's what I want to say. Only time will tell if this is the season of 2021 to 2024 where she would step in. We do know if
you win, season 2020, 2024.
She does fulfill this. Here's the part that really stirred me. Not the fact that she comes in and not the fact that morals fall. That's already happening and it's going to get worse. Not the fact, that you see the different things happening our patriotic Americans, Christians, and conservatives see. But here's the part that really, all right. Immediately after that, after this person comes to power, who was the woman president,
immediately chuchot kangat enini madaro kado dugu president me America. Win kenyala win video.
And again, if it's not in 2024, it will be in the future.
Kadong pe mwagali vario ki piario angwen. Wanguti me yanyim. wang America obedo ki president matidaro.
I saw the United States as one smoldering, burnt-over place, blown to bits.
Iti winyane, aneno America maki blowing o, ki mojogo, yomanining la wind radio.
It will be near its end at that time.
It will be near its end at that time. Nodong America ti o, actually, nodong ti o yagikine.
And I'm not going to read into that. I will give you one more quote. He said, I seen, and instead of saying I saw this, I seen what looked like just stumps burning, rocks blown out, and the whole United States just looked bare, like that, as far as I could see where I was standing. Now,
Inano. Yes, kita lubao nyotekere oneno America noti wanga. Jimi mugu mabiru chelo gudi, jimi mugu mabiru chelo ngo weng ki baloro ki mojoro ki America ti wang. Menu kadong President Matidaro ayedong ti kom.
let me suggest here, and I'm only suggesting, volcanic eruptions would do this, massive earthquakes would do this. As far as the burning part, gas pipes blowing things up, that's how in many areas that would happen.
Ando katineno ne style mo kene mapat because don't go be 2024 pe wange food gire. Entuka Kamala Harris ukaro kobrini ngoma titimela wing video. And I just want us to reason. Nen kobrini kita la ditenoni oberugi karme mi prophecy mamege. Kita America will be blown into pieces. Ma America be oya gekene madong ubi bedo almost pere. Okay. Yes, can then la video just bring it to current affairs. Katani go Kamala Harris ayobi birugi karme kwa nyotela. Imagali wariyo gipiari yu yangwene enini. Yes, katani and then la video ngeni Kamala Harris tie Democrats ini neno tigiko benikita titi mekere lokom transgender gina ye lokom lwen matika bero mapat la video gina ye jemi mapola ta lokom amid one world government gina etika pushing jemi mugu chalo me katiki vaccines mapat gina etika pushing pien gitiki chene gitiki dano scientists doing a taji mopola tala win video. Kidong bene kenan ko bene la win video kita gitika pushing kere ngomatika time ikom Russia kachel ki Ukraine. Luwenye enini la win video kono do chero katumo ronyo bene kono do tumo but pero dong tieni joni pegimiro ni lwenye ologi. That is 1. 2 lonyo tiema duong Ukraine. Kijami mapolata. Kidong ngomotime I Africa. La win video, I want you to bring it to current affairs. Ngomotime I Africa. Ikare chiani. Kare pa British mano Britain futi superpower. German ti superpower Guinea. Mano America foot peti superpower. Enter UK. As in Britain. Ikare enoni when there was the scramble and partition of Africa. So this is the same thing la win video makimero timone because there is what is called globalization. Mananen kitero testimony kaini igene I prophecy kaini globalization. Inoni Johnny Gidika pushing metelo lobo weng mekelo one world government ento kibikelo nining gimiro ni gibed kikare meloyo jami weng kono tela kono chiam kono ngo ama lokom yorokom oriari mapar jami mapola tajo ni gimiro ni oberi chingi. So ngat matko benini tika gengo jami egini weng metime ena ye President Putin mati chungpi Russia. Pienenti chungpi Russia tika waeni ngarumo eken mo bituru ki anywali onyolobo Russia Roma timiruni Russia o aho ki map. Ento pien NATO onyo otara matie I Ulaya kachani ka Amerika ging'eyo ni Russia peti gina yot. Teknolojia gitikere. Kono mecheri space dongu chiero. Jami wentie. Pero ne dong tika dogo nako. But gina dong rach ena yeni. Kama dong gin gi kero sanctions gitimu jema polata Russia tero neti meta nino kinino. Oweko ka gimwe ken ma Ukraine otimi kom Russia kita kichelo kede Ukraine kijamario. Ukraine otemo monyo Russia ikabedo muma kiluoni kask. Ukraine ochero tenyo the Donbas region, the eastern part of Ukraine. Ento pero dong tieni Ukraine ko beniti deno chan. Kinego lumony makara libachel kimia beach ki kaski kekenba. Ama gilweny ma Amerika ochwalo, UK ochwalo, German ochwalo, France ochwalo, pole weny kichielo. F-16 la cheng chabene kichiela chelo. Manyoro ni mechako lweny kom Russia po biberu gina yot. Now, kei keli loko ma prophecy ko bidini matieni. Ni kachie daga yo kwanyo tela I Amerika obiwang. Neno kama neno natie. Kidong bene threats mako bidini Russia tika katikere. Russia tiki nuclear. Arwaini teka ngarumwe keno mabu lwenyi sovereignty mamegi. Ramadong miruni pemero Russia obetie. No gimiru ni kikwani Russia ki map. So gubi yele matek me defending Russia. And ngoma Russia ko beniti timune ena me defending. Lobogi, pien, joni giriek. Giramo chero gilwenyi kom inki lobo mukene. Kadonki exhausting eno yaka dongi binu ati ikom in pien no dongi ngeoningo. Ingi moiken ma inibiti mubi biru pake. Ido itima goro keru ni dong pake. So that is ngomaditi mema wego kobirine anatamani. Just in case mwagali wario kipiario ya ngwen. Gwa Kamala Harris oloyo Donald Trump. Chi anyime pobe beru yotutwa. And kita la dediti waini Yesu Kristo no dong rapture pebu. In case ka president madaro okwanyotela I America. Potiro magane baro waini I anyim. Eno neno jami wen chalo mutoka gingongo giki yubu biru chalo tongweno. Benetis mat ma ngataduoyo peke riu kene. Chi bene kei neno ko benekita mutoka wen tikiri la winjuru. Tutwale German. Smart vehicles ma idonyi ye mutoka duone kene. Tiri kama ini miru cherie. Iaro mutoka dok kamo akiye. Iwajo mbere ni anamiru chero kamoni kuman. Nen ko bidini flying cars ko bidini magiti yubune. Owega wani ka inimiro proving lo kenini cherry I social media ko bidini onyo YouTube eneni googling jami yuni wengu bikati wenkore kikore dong tie. Kirong ledito wani ati neno. President Madaro ka titela America. Ento jami ne ka dong tichero katimeno dong rapture bidong pebo. Pien enti neno ni Amerika omaro biru pay map onyo kibidwako biru matitiri pitien loka chela rio kita no policies tika time kere pien obi wang eno ni la winvideo ena ye ko biru ni tiro netek obi wang yo manining volcanic eruption ngomo bitime pipe mo memo ayobi moj Amerika obi wang nining. Ento kitung bora la win video ati neno kilwen matieko bedeni ikini Ukraine ki Russia. Loka nuclear ena ikimaru chelo kid America. Pien Russia waini kado timu mistake tapo joining lokeni ni mebinu kalwenyi komati ati arabi chelo. O promising bene o promising UK ni kaini kati ati melwenyi koma. Abi kwanyo UK kimap. And UK peditia. Wa Uganda dit pia kuno pong kipike kenise Highland. Abi kwanyo kimap. oweri neno Macron president me France okweyo ena yo bedo ka pushing tutwal ni en twero wachwalo mony me France Ukraine kalwenyi kom ikom Russia baranenchelo go bedo pinchi go neno Germany po bedo yotutwal mabene Putin ukatika malengcho waini initika to kikuwa padano mengo inpe paro pidano me France ojamero kumeno ni inpe paro pidano me France piyele maunu yele je mapola tangongogi imiro lanyo dano mere kumano pien ke ineno Russia ditba Russia tilo bachiel ento tichala Africa Benedict loyo wano ento tilo bachiel komane and France tigi mo matitiri so atika berone ramo biro nuclear because ko biri ni ngoma titime weng lok ma ini winyo weng lokom nuclear countries tutwale weng madu down weng tiki nuclear America tiki nuclear anadnenchalo kita kiwajo kere ena iti namba rio mebiro ki nuclear maduong namba chiel ti Russia tiki nuclear makara liba beach UK tiki nuclear France tiki nuclear German tiki nuclear now kenen kache lokom lweny me nuclear la winjiri utime wandong no watikwane wabibero kwene pia nuclear pe chelo mere chalo richak ni chelo ngata cheli kan kaki chelo wakany kwanyo wano weng were winyo ki warning UK ki waini abi kwanyo ki map just 2 to 3 days ago la winjiri Russia obiruka testing missile mangwejo me ki Russia mechelo America and winyo ni kitemo tien madunga ta makaro tien makara para dek ento no failing and la chincha the commanders me Russia gubiru ko ni kaki deploying chidong na America pe so la win video eno ni information mana tamani mira mini update ikoma ngoma titi merutwali amalupe ki prophecies matie kidong lokom telematikin Kamala Harris kachil ki Donald Trump kidong kita Gemini atiti mekere kore amadong ki chama nok medonyo chavu ngwen wekanen kachara mukatiki lok mukene mamiru katikere but vis-a-vis this one is still the same thing. It's not very far away now kenoni karatiero mini lokenoni iloko ma kita Gemini tikiri America machamu keno buwa America bi aro ki map mo buwa bene gwaka president madaro biberi teus kwa gino ni dunyang and ngat muka tiki lokeni ni oberu pastor makiloni Perry Stone nye Perry Stone tika katik kilok pa lakwat momo berutie imwagalibadi. Yes, I already got out those details. I'm almost running out of it. Yeah, just to be precise, I don't want to guess. Yeah, just to be precise, that was 1905. Let me check. 1909. Yes, Lakwat Makiloni William Brenham Makinywalo inindwa bichel idwemangwen mwakali bachel kimi abungwen ki abungwen 1905 ilobo mo Makiloni Kentucky menu icharo mo Makiloni Baxville United States of America. Now details are going to wang enoberugi kare me katikita ini winyo katikere la winjwidio ilokom World War II eno katikere ilokom Mussolini ka inibero ka kwano ne ukatikere kare makibinu kere ka munyo Afrika kany jami mapola ta lokumoni kono bourgeoisie lokumoni chalo ni nazi lokumaini winyo Putin dek winyo nei ire kono nazism kono ngogini enoni weng kibiriki karme prophesying in 1933 magali bachil kimia wungwen kipiare dek wiya dek kidong bene lokoma president madago me America makache ukaro wajo bene ngomo bitime kido waeni nodong rapture pebo piene no biru lakwat obiru katiru jemi wen kore kikore kidong bene piene eno biru kakati loke ni wen kitain katikere chope katikere kumano dano ochako praising eno biru chalo ko biru ni kitai neno kere kita dano waro kere lukwari. Instead of medwoko deo bod luba dano neno lukwari lakwati tek kono lakwati iwinyo mere ni lakwati kai chero kunwe lakwati kai chero kunwe. So Brenham lakwat enini Brenham William ononi dong dano instead of me focusing ikom luba mocho yupolo kilobo gitika focusing en pijemi mogo maluba tika tiuki en me katikere bodluak pireno lego dano chang tiu lokoma prophecies weng mukene ni weng kati and mukene fut obukati. Now madong people have started praising him like that. Anen chalodong lubabe dako nyuro eno beni abikwanyo pien dano dong tika focusing ikom in instead of me focusing ikom an mauchwe yupulo kilobo. So eno birugi kare bene mengeno nina mo bitokere kidong kito bitokere anada madong eno tiro jame oni dano tamani go mogono tingala dano tamani go mogono endokti time biru chalo in beniti Yesu Kristo. And then yes jami mapol ochero choti mela winjwidio makabi wachi lok mukene ibinyang ni dano cha mukene pemiro logada laditi otoi mwakali bachel kimi abungwen kipiara bichel uya bich anobiru accident ayokwanyo eno kilo wakanyo barinoni karma en chero katola winjwidio nodongwa kanicha pemiro en details mukene ke winyo kibiruka actually ki kwanyo eno be pien nodonki waini anti the cult nagi waini go moguno titiu kigiana ki power pachatan mimapola tala winjwidio so kinemadong endong chero no dongeno tiro jimo pol kidong kitano bene obibirugi kare me kilo bokany and kita kibiro kere kita kiwajo kere kita details data tika wajoni kere la video eno chako prophecy no dong futi vuluya mwaga piara rio ya beach kenyo ano berugi karme katiki jamini weng kare and jamini weng polio beruka katiki lokom end time. Now loka end time enini yes lurieko deg winyone kadongi ni chako katiki loka end time kono ngongo gila video lurieko deg winyo lokenoni otherwise gikelo loke komi manok biponi dong itiwa ivuch pieno ki waini tivolo dano ki jami mapol king la rechatano bi yele matek menoni idwalo tienio yo mapat so la win video that is ngomatie ikoma America secrets mana tamani mirakati kerebene pa geno kane bi winyo ki kamo mapat ki hopes through the night kakaini and atamoni itiki guma me winyo lokenoni Amerikeri lega because pe wang'eyo but big tieni ka Kamala Harris okaro because kamwe ken kobedeni ka cheri wa social media kobedeni ibino ni Kamala Harris tikaloyo Donald Trump. Kamala Harris obedo gi kar me jogo chene madiet i campaigns ma mege kenyo madano tika miyone me konyo en ki campaign. So details timadwong la chencha la ditmo Senator Mo obedo gi kar me katika maleng. Yes, I'm forgetting the state. But when Kamala Harris obirigi kare me lawyer, state noni chi nyuruni Kamala Harris obi lawyer kui me bedo president me America. Kado bedo president la winvideo. Midi waneni wachako dong focusing meni yang jami egini wengma ana wachini. Kachi obetime. Kade nenu chakutime kachela chel. Chimaklega matek. Because la dit enini maukatiki secrets egini unyo lock enini unyo prophecy enini owaini nodong rapture pebo. Kare ma rapture chok aneno jemi ma kumano time. And the details don't cover ni ma wachini. Ene jemi ma uchiero chotime. Now, let's come back to Africa. La winvideo. Naganena na waini unjo matiki ngom madiet otiki ekas maduong mukene beno peka tichkere pien gok mogunung ngom kwaro nyu ngom ngo jimo polata. Now enini atika wachi chalo chalo wachini something might be or might happen that you don't know. Lokamereti command law in radio ni the globalists. Okay, it winya the globalists, the deep state. Kidong, the commonest word I can use is the devil. The devil is trying to ensure that it captures each and everything using its agents. When lokenini ikeri wi kenyo itami luodi inen ngoma titime kom kare enini yagare benyang ni ngoma anatika wachiti logada patika voli kache furibi beru kenyo ibera ta kine meipo kireno gimoni peke. Reason is very simple ni la windradio la rachatan timero taking control over everything. Naganena awachi la rachatan tika kelolwen tika dividing tika porodano tika timujemi mapola ta anada kito bivoli keri chamo kene bineno ni tika wachigi moma bene chamo kene binoni tilo ada. But in common sense, ibinoni obibiro kikar metimu jamine iyo mabo kinema inipo kirino donge ipeya because me chel mission pa chatanti me kwalo me nek kidong bene me balo and kobedini la winvideo country mati forefront melubu jami machatanti timunila winvideo ti Kenya. Uganda kany a jamine futie on the lower state baratiki geni inge Kenya joni gubi donyo kany tutwali malupe kilutela mawa bibiru kere because in essence la windradio joni gitiu ki one kivolo wa kichene kivolo wa kibme yabo organizations kivolo wa kijemi mapat kony mogo makimio iwinyo ni watiki CBO konyo mon watiki CBO konyo Lutino Kich watiki CBO konongo organization konongo kawi poma benino mone abedo kikare me mini duon ma lutela onyo mony me America ke lutela me America kagi wajo ka inibiru ka winyo hope through the night kagi wajo gubi tiu ki you said gubi tiu kono ki ngo narumani binu ki no titao chie kuman me konyo in ento ya adwokine jimini pibiro ngo pibiro mabe an giti atich kerwa Ini bichoyo ni amiro yabo CBO, amiro yabo ngo, ichiri penyo kony kibod jomoni. Ento, yagikine jami mukene bedo ki strings attached. Johnny tiki chene machamu kene gibinu gi yabo loko miyo, loan miyo ngogi. Chene pepero bolara chatan. Tie lach wakati wachini miri bed me very careful. Chamu kene namu waini atika keli luaro nyo atika keli konunga poka baramiro ni neni luori mot. Inen jomo gamo loan kitano gitika chape kiri gitika deno chan kiri. Inen jomo kene magucharo ngom. Because Johnny tiki chene ya. Gibi binu kit mo iken. Abi mini example pa Kenya la win video. Johnny gitika wilu ngomi Kenya i Roma party, Roma diet. Magitika yabo farms, maduong. Now, there is what we call genetically modified. Yani winyo ni organic. Biro ka winyo lokeno ni we. Organic. Genetically modified crops dong la winjvideo ti. And ki Kenya la winjvideo polkaramini update ni. Neighbor wani infiltration ni gamente dong ti. And kitiu kidano mati gamente bene. MPs. Inoni MP moni chero kamoni dong no ki logo kede ki promising o yaka dong kati ki bill moni miruatim kuman kao no chwak bwam ki kero chalo chik ka wipu ni no moni la winjvideo anabedo ki karme wachi niki waini miriki vaccinating leo wenga tutwali diai mei Kenya. Anabiru kikara bene mewa chini Bill Gates ukatika maleng gitiki factory gitiki yomo meyubu riu and in actual sense gitika teach ki Kenya as an example. Maki bibiru kikara me vaccinating leo weng kikwanyo leo weng and then leo mukeno bitao mukene kibichamo obi oka moma diai obi biru nak. So the best they can introduce is factory-made meat. Riu enini maki ini cherochi yao diango ge and then chani noki yuba and biru dupe like dianki kome. Biru chali tichamu riu dianki kome. Ento noki yuba ki factory. Now, pero dong tieni metwe yo tienwa. This is why I'm telling you ni rapture pebo agi keeping pebo jami egini wengla winjvideo mati teme miri bed focus e kwan vuk paluba Bible inen jami weng ko are then you compare ngomati katimilo boko bedini. You might look at it as development, but you don't know kita chatanti katemune yumabu. May chill internet, obeyed very careful kiloka internet because any nedong ti kubujemi mapue. Kainen artificial intelligence kita kitite munekere, it is connected to internet. Kaineno computers mo atiuke when connected to internet. Mutoka ko bidini na nena bedo ka wachi type mutoka mo bibini yanyi madon ko bidini bedon chako katini. Internet. And jami wenki summarizing ni smart. Kono smartphone, smartingo. La jeng chala win video abedo kaneno video maki yubu smart toilet. Smart toilet. Choron mati smart. Perak ni leomba, but choron mati sensitive ka oneni. Ini kule miro konye yape kene. No pe dio. Kai miro pi ichwalo chi. Ikero kamoni pi chako on. Imiro toilet paper. Idio kamoni toilet paper roll comes out. Tiu jami weng pi rekene ini tie mere kenyo mengo. Smart toilet. So this is the same thing which is going to happen, especially in Africa. Now la winjedo ni no mona beru karme wacheni Africa in actual sense was the Garden of Eden. But ngomo wero ono nyie chalo Africa ka wiponi no euna I described everything kita Africa no nyie ni Africa. But this was the Garden of Eden. The name has been changed. Okay, kwano details winyo kamani kiwaini we were the Israelites, we were the what? History moni tia ma otara pemiro winyo gemoiken makwaro lokoma del chol. Wariekba watek Kiron kamalu ba okero wani timo bea. Tijemi mukene makitimo kikono chamu kene pe gudua. Chamu kene ki yubu menewa ento pe gudua. Owego donki neno brainwashing. Kelo division na pora. Kobiri nila winjiri ngomati time Kenya. NINE, they are pushing for genetically modified crops. Awinyo ni kai miru wilo nyanya mati genetically modified ki Kenya ti million pa. Achel kuman nyanya mati modified ki Kenya ti million pa. And la winjiri gin mo wera waini miru wabed careful jami eginobi o Uganda kan pian Kenya ti neighbor wa. Jami wengti chake kikuno ki Africa kan Kenya ti in the forefront la jengchabiru ka wachilo ko microchip kai biru ka winyo details weng ma biru ka wachilo ko microchip kai wipolo kom lokma wachilo kom digital ID i Kenya kita kibibiru ki kar mi kerone kom lotiam la bon tuero pala nyoro nyanga tichalo chik kopeni la winjudio chik tika kati mape yeni ngarumo ekeno beki kare me poko kodi bot neighbor onyo ngarumo eken pien genetically modified crops dong tie magiti yobone genetically modified crops dong tie ma genetically modified crops enoni la winjudio itiu keriki chiel ben ngat mamiyo ti achiel noti kamoni cheri wila pebiru chalo ikare enini botwa kanyma ipiero kodini ingeo ningo nino mala chen kichachiel abigwao abiduoke ngom menyayo kodi mukene kadonki kelo genetical onyo GMOs kakikelo itiu kere kichele ken pe duoke ngom kai miro mukene miricheri will neno kitakit bitwe dwalo kiritien dano yagikine kejo biporo dano bito dano madunga to bideno chan nodong chatan ti control wiyapo awachi mebiru ki kar metelo dano yot tutwal metelo ngarumoni onyo metelo dano maluchan telo lulonyo pe yot pien jami weng no tiegi tiki chiene pe gubi paro pi lokini bat la chan obi biru katao chie mia amiru chiene konyowa cha weng no giti koro atelo bibinu voli kuman ka initi la chan loyo in yot endu ka iti la lonyo tek andan ena yeni wa bed magoro kumano la winjuri win lokeni ni kati o ya gikine loke duong bat pichawa aninchelu papi birugi karmetiakone. But I want you to listen to this. GMOs ibibirugi karmetich ki anyogi maki yuba mabe ibiti ukiriki cheleken kai mero full iti ukiriki cheleken no fula yuba original matieni no dong pake so kodi mapol weng no ki yuba and now kado o wa yubu rio la winjwidio chi dong pangyo In fact, picha wanamiro ni wing loka Bill Gates kita logo kere loko yu ringo abikilo ni namala chen me po yu wiwu. Wako wing lock mamege kare chana dong pebo mitum. Okay? But I want you to listen to this mofuri ngomati time Kenya. I want you to listen to this ngomati time Kenya ilokom GMOs kitano deep state lulonyo tutralima ak America kidong joma chatan tika tich ken gichala genti meneno ni luto programs gichope owin ko ngomati time so that you can compare and contrast. Okay, I want you to listen to this.
Control people. We first have to reduce their population.
Control people, you have to first reduce their population. Kay miro loyo dano. Kay miro tuero. As in loyo gi kong machel miri doku well dano. Win?
Because you cannot control 8 billion people under your rules. They decided and realized the first thing they have to combat population is to control the food.
So, lokeni nila winjvideo petibo ti Kenya kany. And then at the same time kaini bene kapo gwake bene ni na mala cheni kina mupo kiri ni nodong. Wika waini ka initigi eka itiki ngo taka dongi momo megi nen kit me gwako ne mabe pien pengene kitobi o kiri komi. Kitalo nyo bibinu ka wilo ekas maduanga ta ini bicharo ne itamani timiru chene but ya gikene kibitiu kireme unu in because chamwen kibiyubu kikenyo nano so now la dititika waini meloyo dano kong machele miri duok wel dano and that is the same thing mati wachingo machatanti timone ilobo weng owego lwentie ikabiro mapat me duok wel dano we kolo toka che golo gemoni no dok pe yele tutwal now la winjvideo la diti waini yomu kene me duok wel dano ena yemiri ki duoke ikom cham control the food. Piano obviously kejo binero down na bita of gijemi mopolo bitime ngoge no you're able to control the people. Let us listen.
Because you control the food, you control the masses. And that
Iwinyo kaitiki tuare komchamwe no de tuero loyo dano wen kore gikore.
This is why you'll notice in this country that a majority of policies that have been happening for the last 10 years are policies that will ensure no one can be able to farm.
No one can be able to farm. No ngarumo iken matuero fu peke.
It will all lead to what we call complete takeover of food and agricultural practices.
Complete takeover of food and agricultural practices. Policies weng mat donko birini chochoke ngi mwara pa ki Kenya. Weng tie mengo meloyo dano. So gimiro nigi bed ki control ikom cham kidong jami mukene makwaro lokom fu. So kadong kitimu kumeno chi control padano ki time uyoro yot.
From individuals to the globalist organizations.
Iwinyo, from individuals to globalist organizations. Now, itineno connection matie. Me aki kom dano achiel. Me oikom globalists. And your money chalo Bill Gates gi, anga gi, Elon Musk gi. Then walubu tamgi, pien we are desperate. Wa mero chiane. And chatan o temo tek meneno ni wan weng wa timu wa kero focus wa ikom chiene. Kada ikero focus ikom chiene manyuni peti gimo ikerema inibino labo tich kichiene. That was the first era machatano timu oweko kubili tuyo ching dano mapola tad. Ngarumo ramon neke piali bachili ken. Ngarumo ni neke pimia bit. Are you saying?
Let me make it clear. Their main objective is to control food and food production.
Their main objective is to control food and food production. Nano. Control. Cham. Kita no cham bene ki yubu kere. Kita kati kere ki poro.
So the best way to control food and food production is to ensure production of food is in their hands. But these people are so smart and they realize the only way to do it is not by force, but
iti winyane joni giti katimu programs gi iyo mabo iyo mamuol ma in baby beru ki kare menya wega weni ka in ngomi futiewe bed careful kitano obi akere kichi ko bidini Kenya ti deno chancha ni globalists. They are very smart people. Kidong bene gitimu jami gi iyo mamuol mano gitiyu ki chiek. Gitiyu ki chiek. Iyo mamuol. Controlling food. Kadongu loyo lokom chiam. Kijami makati kiporo. Manyuni in la tedero wange deno chan. Pian ma achiel kibinu ki wilu ngomi I rom madit ekas madunga ta. Gindong gi chako furie. Giyubu policies ma controlling eno. Ya gekene miri nong cham ki bodgi. Jami mefu kono kodi gini miri gam ki bodgi. Now, kade kitimu kumero mano jami wengi gamo ki bodgi. Yaga dongi chako dong yubu kodi money chani. Maiti yu kiri ki cheleken. Kei piro season enini mea chel. Miri dog bodgi. I gamme season mea rio. Pay nuoyo.
through policies. So what do? We have to create policies in all these different countries that...
Now, ngat mati logo ti Kenya ba, but waini, Johnny gi waini, we have to create policies in different countries. Lobo ma pat. Mission pa chatan, ngat mati kaloyo Johnny, ena iti la dit chatan Lucifer. Entro tika gentis ma pat. Ilobo kany. Ento baby biriki kar menyang. Baby nyang.
It will ensure we are the guys controlling food. And they started with food production. Today, in this country, a majority of the food we eat are GMO food. These GMO seeds are controlled by the same globalists I'm talking about.
Iwinyo. Ni almost chamu weng magiti kachamoneki Kenya is genetically modified. Jama yuba kodi no ki yuba ki kelo kodi moni mati original ki timu jami gi Kenyo gi no duplicate. Maka de piro ki chel, that is it. Controlling food. The globalists. Pedakti waini kono lutela me Kenya ba, but waini globalists. They have biggest companies in the world.
The biggest companies in the world, Monsanto, Cargill, DuPont.
Waje wa sample. Waje example, moni tiema kiloni Monsanto, moni tiema kiloni Cargill, moni tiema kiloni DuPont, lulonyo kikien, lufu madon.
They're the guys who own all these seeds.
Iwinyo, gina yegitiki kodi. So kanino mo iwinyo company chalo man matuju nitikanywe anitika loko mukodi we. Bed kea. Kaiti uki kodi ni bene mi tim no igwako ba. Because ni no madong kodi mamegino tumoro weng menongo mukene bi no dupe.
In Kinjuri's time in Uhuru Kenyatta's government, they brought in policies that gave those companies power in this country. They brought in policies and they were able to patent their seeds in this country today. Obina in Kenya today, it is a crime to share organic seeds with my neighbor.
Iwinyo, ki Kenya pay tuero poko kodi bot neighbani. Lokmoni ni ke konya ki kodi full, ke konya ki kodi nyogi. Ki Kenya pere kamadongo oye.
If you're my neighbor and you need seeds to plant, it is a crime for me to give you my seeds, which are not patented. But who are the people who are owning these patented seeds? It's the globalists.
Iwinyo.
So they can decide whether to sell it to you or not to sell it to you.
Iwinyo. Deep state globalists. Giramo morone, mecharone, onyope mecharone. Kadongiti ki control. Manyuni no kong machil gukwanyo farmland teachingi. Furucham teachingi. yubu kodi tichingi.
And they'll decide to sell at their own price.
Gicharo bene iwel magina yugumo.
GMO seeds are what we call terminator seeds. Once
GMO terminator seeds.
you plant them, you can never replant them.
Iwinyo.
So you have to go back to the supplier and buy from him at his price.
Kadung iwilo. Yes, akade piero kiti winya wajo kiri kade piero kichiliken penuone. Iningeo kobiri ni kodi mawatekere ni kakodi full di piero season na inini guako kichachiel menuone season mabino anyogi kumano but enini ipiero kichiliken penuoyo. Kidong bene gina e mogo michato iri onyo pe michato iri be manyuni gidi gitwero wa mogo wele no gina e mogo.
Today we are there. How did you reach there? Go and do your research. Check.
Wenyo la dititi waini kobiridong watie kama watiyeni. Chitim research mamegi.
How much a kilo of GMO tomato seeds are? A kilo.
Iwinyo ni cheritim research kilo pa tomato nyanya kilo ne coordinate chili adi.
The cheapest is 10 million shillings. Go and Google.
Iwinyo welma yot ti million apa.
Best quality is about 70 million shillings. Google.
Quality mabe ti we million piara biro.
The information is out there. So they are taking us to a direction that will ensure in the next 5-10 years, there is no farmer who can afford to do farming.
Ineno. Nijititi mujami egini weng wek inge gwakmwaga beach onyua pa. No ngarumo eken mafurufu no dong petuero. Pin jemini weng dong no terata.
Look at the games that was played here with fake fertilizer. Can you anticipate the food shortage that will be here by end of the year? Out of 100 farmers who've done farming this year.
Ineno. Keteni ninu mo donki kelo fake fertilizer. Ngeni ka donki kelo fake fertilizer. Manyuru ni obinero champa dano maduanga taki poro. So waini kenen dana di madung lokenono bigurugi. Kech mo bibirutie.
Oga, how many will be able to plant next year? Look at the laws.
Eni na yabiru ka wachikere locum vaccination ngongogi.
Which was tabled by Kimani Nchungwa on Friday. It says it is going to regulate
stock production.
And livestock input and production in this country.
Aha. Enoni ayabira ko wachi mowero ki timu vaccination ki timu ginango bill manyen. Ngama tika pushing Bill Gates. Annually me America. Bepo kwano me biru daktaba batiti mujami weng chalo dakta tika sponsoring loka vaccination ngogi ngeche. In fact, he knows nothing. Tiene ITUT. Wa Microsoft enenimaki waini ena yellow Microsoft. O wila kibonga rumo. Tiene.
Number one, it will ensure any person is not allowed to process or to produce animal feed without certification from them.
Iti winyane. Ka bill no ni me livestock bill 2024 kati. Peki biyenga rumo iken me yubo kono cham pa dieng onyo megwa ko dieng onyo meti mugimo iken mati connected di kom dieng la bon certificate and certificate only no miro keyboard gi
and it has a fine of 500,000 shillings.
Kidong tiki fine me million 500,000 menu alimia beach.
You cannot produce your own food and even sell to your neighbor.
Peiramo chero chama megi chicharo bene bon neighbor ni.
2, it stipulates it will give regulations to all inputs. Inputs, I'm talking of food, I'm talking of medication, everything. We will have a guideline.
Wenyo, guideline. Kit majami mukene kubiti yukere. Inputs. Kono yat, kono kodi, kono ngo. Guidelines. Kita mirikiti kere jami enoni kita mirikitim kere jami mukenani. Gina yenogi katiki ngo. Kiyo ne kitma ini miriti kere. No order weng tika keyboard gi. In made failing fine 500,000.
If you use anything other than the input, you feed them what they don't want you to feed them, there's a fine of 1 million shillings.
Iwinyo. Fine of 1 million shilling or 2-year jail term. Kay miyo le chamano peki miyo ni me unyo twero pe ye, check pe ye. Fine. Onyo icheri buch pi mwagario.
Or 2-year jail term. Number 3, it proposes introduction of new institutions to govern this activity. There's what we call livestock marketing board. There's what we call livestock and livestock product organization. There's another one called veterinary vaccine organization, all to control this affair.
No, gitika yabo. Actually, dulo new organizations maramo controlling locum diai iwinyo biro kakatikere.
In addition to that, because you will need licenses to do all these activities.
Miribedki license meti mujemi gini wengwa goku diai license mirobetie certificate.
It is proposing to create institutes where people need to go, learn and have certificates.
Iwinyo gitika yubu institutes. Ganyi kwani makache miro goku diai cheri kwano konga kwana. No license yaka de dugi chako goku diai. Kita no kifunyikere. Kade timu mistake moiken fine 1 million. Onyo kai turu check moiken bill 2024 fine ali mia beach, that is a 500,000.
We'll have the livestock institute, we'll have the beef production institute, we'll have the dairy production institute, we'll have the beekeeping institute, and we'll have the vaccine institute. So all those are resources, but all those are pillars to ensure this thing is implemented. So tell me, how many people will be able to do livestock farming? And this livestock farming, it regulates cows, goats, sheep, bees, chicken, pigs.
Chicken, pigs, bees, cows, goats, sheep.
Even camels. To whose interest is it? 2 weeks ago, they had brought in another policy to say that all freehold properties neighboring towns should now start paying levies. How do you define a town? A town is defined as an area with a population of about more than 2,000 people. Do you know in Kenya, any town is any market is same as a town because it has 2,000 people and above. So it means basically the entire country, there will be no longer what you call freehold titles. You will be forced to pay what? Levies. So how many people will be able to pay? It means in the long run, a majority of Kenyans will lose their land. They proposed again to transfer powers from the National Land Commission to the minister. So the minister will decide every 10 years, the minister will decide the levies you're supposed to pay on your property. So it is gearing towards the agenda of land takeover.
Land takeover. La windradio. Win.
And food and crop, food production takeover.
Land takeover. Food production takeover. Kadonki tiaro control. Lokom tiama aki poro. Diai konungo. Kicheru donki neno lokom business di center. Kono itiki ot mamegi. Freehold kibibiro ka taxing wange chulu tax.
But it's like the government does not understand where they're being led to. And these policies are not policies implemented here. These are policies given to us by these organizations.
Iti winyane. Policies onyo chik enini weng matika binu penny chik mao chake ki bot dano mei Kenya. Ento obiru jame onyo lokuma akibot globalist organization. The deep state la wind radio. Win. Owe jamo kene ke neno dano ti teleki parliament wakain dano dongeni. Ke kwed mabe ma food pe chakol dumu lok kono nga marach kono nga matimungo. Kay nero nga rumono chaku katini bill money ko man tieme diongo wan luak Ento no tie ngarumoni matikango kapio ngarumoni weku katiki loke noni. Kado katikere dano juaro aya bas. No mirigu chopeo. So loke ni natika katikere chale example. Weku fonyua bene mebira lat. Ento madirtela win video waket gen wengi komluba. Weko minwa riego. Because kala riego beno binwe. Ono ini fudi bera ta. Kine me ipo kiri nungo. Waloko loke ngayo.
Globalist organizations. These are policies pushed towards this country by these organizations to their main advantage.
Iti winyane. Don't worry, TND. Policies being pushed by these organizations to the country, to their benefit. Mechubo mirigi. Now loke weng biruni. Inimiro chene kiborawe. Tim kuman. Inimiro chene kiborawe. Tim kuman. This is how these things come. Kawa karo kikaini watimiro chene, kono palutino kwan, kono meti mugina ngo, kono watiki monto, maduanga ta, kono ngo, wamiro chene kuman, okay, donki waini okay. Miro chene, timu kuman. Miro chene, timu kuman. Ada, kine meipo, kirene ilubu loka joni, no ki tuwe yu tienio, ki dualo tienio, ngo maini ramo timnendo dong pere.
And the main advantage is total takeover of food production and land.
Iti wenyone. Total takeover of food production and land.
So once they take over your land and they're the ones selling you food, they're saying before 2030.
Before 2030. Mafood mwara piara rio kadek gene piara yes, piara rio kadek romo. 2030. Piara rio piara dek. Jami egini weng mirikitim. Gina egu bibiri kare mengo melo lokom cham. Charo ne bot in. Miyo kodi bot in. Lokangom no gina loyo. Kono diangi kunu ngongo no weng ti te kontro mamegi. Chini bibiro kwane. So manyuru ni. Eri ni weng miro lega. Miri pachatanti chope pien kitano lubao yubu jemini kirubu waro kumeno. Yintalo la kristayo bino dich jamu kene bene bino birwenyo genwa ikom luba. But jemini weng ki yubu miro betie.
An individual should not eat more than 16 kilos of meat. Before 2030.
Winyo. Chalo dana ngara chel mi ripo be gi karame chamo kilos apara bichel meriu.
An individual should not eat more than 90 kilos of dairy product in a year. They are saying before
only weng mwara ki mwara mwara chiel no mi ripo be gi karame chamo kilo apara bichel meriu. Kidong dairy products. Kono ice cream, yogurt, kono cheese, kono ngongogi. Miripo kat 90 kilos. Mwara ki mwara.
30, motor vehicles should be reduced in the sense that only 200 cars must be shared with about 1,000 people.
Before mwaka piara rio, piara dek la win video. Mutoka bene, kibidwa weleo. Kono mutoka mia rio. No dano matiu ki motoka mia rio oni no kara levachiel.
So it's a big agenda and it's heading towards the 2030 agenda. But Kenyans are still sleeping, Oga. Most of
no agenda madit. Now, in weng titi me Kenya. Kong me chel nen bene jimi matiti me kanji nen. No do kaini bene no titi me style mapuangeo.
These politicians who are implementing and passing these bills do not even read those bills. So it is time our politicians need to wake up. Roles of MPs are oversight, legislation, and representation. Those three. So once you take over all that land, because Kenyans are not food farming.
Agenoni wanyang, uye agika kenyo kilo kenoni. But mission palara chatan ena yeme loyo jami weng. Wekini den chan, wekpey bid ki kar me chat. Ki will. so jamine uchako time okumeno dobi chake country ki country joni giti timu jami gi weng lobo kachela chiel no gi ng'eyo kit medonye kuno akware so la win video ageno ni detin yankita jamine tikabinu keri chawana ye peke yes no amiro ni wa win ngomo wero actually lweny me Ukraine futika metia nyim details tie but ko benini dong para mo katikera dong kide kama nok but nino mala chien la in video abi katikeri cha titi pingo lweny me Ukraine peti oya gikine yes abi wachi loke nino mala chien ko benini abi giko kany but then ka giko la in video amira wachi miri bed mano tiki focus to truly ikom luba mocho yopolo kilobo because koberini mamiri pachatan ena ye meneno kit me kelo 666 yomabo kidong bene me kelo chiek kitwero yomabo and jamine wenkiti kelo ne yomengo bills maki passing chidugu chiek kidong kado karo bero yoma muol medwalo tieni kidong meneno ni jami pole weng no gina ye loyo so atiki geni wanyang atiki geni information enini ukati ubiro mabe iri atiki geni fonyo gimokie pange ukai chako chamana chako kere pange ukai chako ki kore but it's okay enone ye lok malubao yubuni tini akati kere anatiki geni olutu wafonyo jami legana dong tieni pewa olia chatano bitimu jami mapol and mirine kobirini tie me controlling cham me controlling dien me controlling wakawaini le yes piano diegi ti kenyu dien ti kenyu romo ti kenyu jami mapol ata okay kichama akiporo kibikati kijami mapol kibikati ki schools mapat mefonyo in kibikati ki chiek miribed ki certificate kay miro gwoko dien miribed ki certificate kay miro biru kiporo mefu kidong bene kibi mini guidelines kit metimu jami egini wen kore gi kore obi oni no moma dong ibibiru ki kare me wilu kodi keyboard gi kodi ma ini wilu ni itiu kiri kicheleken details egini wenki evidence aminio ageno ni iwinyo loke kore gi kore so la win video fudoki PM ni dugu pa Yesu Kristo football amini details ki prophecy me America kito bitime kere kita no chamu kene ki maru kwanyo neo ki map amiri luodi wa kluba ya bwai enen kachingo ma anatika wajanitika kare nen kobirini la winjradio chalo wan kaini kobirini gikumalome Uganda nen kita kobirini aliba pa ke ken la winjradio biru chali tikmia bichi ken ali piara beach tekade translate again tekadong ino change chawa eno ni chuchotali piara beach no pernoiti yukedeo anini wengti mission pachatan so kado o kare eno ni madong chat ki will wengti kontro pachatan ene bi nyanga daningo jamine do chero bale kadong lokenonu o mano futpay mo tami pangeyo Yesu Kristo luoy mafudi lokenini wengpol karawachi ni kadong ini winyo lok ma anatika katika onyokache lubao oyeni ini winy lok ma anatika katikere ni no tien loke tie peti menono ko beninti dano madong tin neno pegi ngiongo matitime ento initi winyo an dano mukene ti wat ti safari ti ngo ento initi winyo an kitien lok lubake kena yengeyo pingone amiri tam amiri luodi kaya gikine futpe ye Yesu Kristo chaula lani damini evidences manyuruni rapture pe bo agikene bene pebo ento jami egini weng Yesu Kristo medugu no jami ma anatiro ni wengo timeo chat ki wildong ti chake ki Kenya cha la cheng cha wachi loka digital ID Kenya cha la cheng cha wachi lokom microchip Kenya cha la cheng cha wachi lokom end vaccination. Kenya is at the forefront. But remember, we are neighbors. This thing can slip off anytime. Lulonyo, on your globalists, on your the deep state, la windradio, go be tiuki one. And weapon make tiuki repole is money. Chilling. Kibinero ni ini tiem gimiri mechiene. Itiki chan. Itimiro chiene. Itimiro beri i romoni chiani. Kibibiri mekatiki jami mukene. Kobiri ni watiki bill money ngarumo ni tika pushing. But pu wangeo. Lechengcha unu biru kawinyini ki radio kanyi. Pu wangeo. Kono tika aki ichwinye mekonyo luak. Onyo ngarumo tika pushing. Lapin. Ngeo netak. Pian kitiyu keruwa. Kitiyu kerewa somiru wabed ma wang watuolo luba okonywa kiriero luba should you give us wisdom to reason some of these things. Otherwise the devil is on another level. Now la winjiri bipenye kekenini pingo jamu kena katiki jamigini la winjiri ukabiru kawachilo koma gwakmogono tepi awachi kitano agentis timu jeminikere pa awachi style mukene machatan tiukera da tamyo bibero kachani chatan obi robo ino iyo mapat kene meipo kere still no itie iatero pachatan. So I just want to let you know ni chatan tikatero maokero maduonga ta loka cham loka chatki will lokom we ini neno ngoma testimonies makili kan kita ke kwanyo kirelu we lokom lonyo jami mapola ta ineno kita joma miro chungi wibie kita gichero kere ka woro jok pien gimiro karo la cheng chabiru kanywago tam kingaru mweni chawa ini ha kada no chance noni abibiru gi kare me neno ni anongo data information wen kore gi kore. Can you imagine abiru gi kare me niang ni ngaru moni tiema pol lutela mamiro karo kui gi chiero bore tekade nero ngaru moni pe poro kui kari neno dano dege ni ning Uganda kany owego anati wachini ket favor ilega because ngate no niti waini power mene ma favor FM tika lu favor ti teach kereni giti kanone ki kwene lu ba mene ena yubiru la penyba ini dati wachi chalo mungno mpamiru wachi pat kilok mana miro ni ini win power mene malu favor ti teach kereni lu ba mene chowa jo bene ni eno timu tauma pola ta en bene lego chucha e uni kochwe en lego luba chani ba penak nini Yesu Kristo ba en timu jamineni te kwaro ngongo gini kochwe cha e uni kono timu gina ngujima pola ta jo mamiro karo kui baby poro ya kaichero bore kono itiki pega ngo kono imiro tima gina ngoi kom ngarumono kono imiro ngarumono obedla poya kono ngo gimoi ken maloyo en pega and to favor gitika no power neki kwene luba mene no this is why I do what you need oleg pe favor ba it's okay. We are gika kenyo pavi kati kilok muke no pa miru gere akati kilok no ni just me wachini chatan tiki yo ne maduong chie be lach ini bitamo kany ento bi robi kwanyi ki yo mapat ini bitamo ko man bikili tamo keni poni do kwanyu so uya gika Kenya la win video de kadimo ni mudong weka win kibotu otherwise man hope through the night chill na ngwento na chela Favor FM and Robert and hey that's okay. Let me call it a day. We end that way so that I can listen to you. Thank you so much. And for you to twirl for my tech and kamaini bidi kawinya. Thank you. Pange kono ichako program kono ichako late. Baratiki genyo to inmate winya. Notien loketi pingone. Ana for you to twirl gona chim. Waka win kibotu adonki deka manok. Waka ai kany. Achel no ngwen tona chel Favor FM. And then a note a bira bona deka bora deka ria deka biro kilong note a bira beach a deck note a beach abungwen a boro a bija beach kai bigona chimki line me MTN ketem lo matek pian pangyo kama temo loki technicians pangyo pingo drone ti low. Yes, hello.
Yes, Robert, apoy matek.
Apoy to 12 bene.
Thank you so much for what you have done, and I bless God for that.
Amen.
You are speaking to Pastor Richard Okot.
For the 12 Pastor Richard.
And here you be when a baby you never done. It was a confirmation. I remember what he conference in 2013.
Yeah.
So, give me the I was just from Dar es Salaam. I can't carry the message. I can't worry about that. Again, the cartoon, airtime man, the governor. Then I told the people that in 2 years to come, that airtime, you are not going to see them again. And that airtime in 2016, no more again. And all what you say is about microchips. I told the people in 2013, and the thing came to pass. And now, we can cut down, we give it to you. I better go down in my chair, my bell preaching. Chatan reducing well down or overruling down. They are reducing to you, Mapola, payment to you, man, Hodana again. Your man and family planning else being on Guinean.
Kiloka transgender, Mirinyo, Kila Cho, La Chonyo,
La Cho, Mirijo,
Wakinya,
So Gitamana reducing well down, where he ruling down. And man, I support you 100 years with Joe Mopego Lego. You need to join book of Revelation, but now it's coming now to pass.
Amen.
And I want to encourage you, be strong, be courageous. I will get time and I will come myself there. We see other things, but no about it.
Amen.
After my time, and I teach Panaba.
Amen.
The bar meaning go.
Amen. Benny. Nota bira bora deka ria bira kidong nota bira beach a dek nota beach abungwen aboro abeja beach waka win kibotin bane. Yes, hello
Robert.
Ayo
Yesu
na
take a look at the
okay
Mera Robert abada watu zi number 1 radio station 101 FM half bit of God.
Amen.
Look at you. In my favorite card, Utika Yoboa, your little call you to question. And like a morning, like look any Nagodo, one other message to do your Yen, you take at the middle of the book, you know, you can't look at Parliament and wrong who bag you, you become built. Bill my a look at required my age with the kill more candy bill qua. Material Bekwa was Taradum shock a yak. Oh, don't tell it come number. forsake. The kind of kettle of selling or of the Mama Road, 100, get you for us to the issue. They should have put 10,000. They don't come out. Forsake will work here, don't have a job here. Don't give a tear back one while love God is a crystal and is much of a friend or get to be you are. Need to shop the corner wire. In the Dagara, I don't know if I quite wish I could be my mark. And I take a man, and it is a mechanic market in it. The Bangla Polo made it room.
Amen, Ometi Benny. Amen.
You're back. They must take a big wall back of who will be you. So your Cabana road. Amen.
Amen. Amen. How far you do it? Yes, hello.
Hello. I'm Geoffrey Gokungere.
Yes, Geoffrey.
I'm just at the mail for from program. And Paul Gary, where I want to pay money, paying when you can be showered in my Instagram. Jamuka work, can be showered. Jamuka Timagoni, you know. And you have to ask yourself. You know, you can be showered and why the tool is so in the program. So, anyhow, beginning to get I know Charlie will have a lot and even my tip of dog. Well, I know I chew one child is coming. Charlotte, Mama, I got this fine team, Mama, with a lot of team. Again, when you mark in it, but no, if the pan young Benny be wise about me and only Anna Joe. I travel from the start. So, I don't know where they not more can know any genetic team is for so about what you know market the wire. Not how much for you, my happy.
Yeah, for your Benny.
It's got one full of my poor for. For
bear to try. Bear. Yes, hello.
Hello, Rabbi.
Bear.
The program.
Bear to try.
Come here, free the program. Free up around home tour.
Amen.
I don't take a member. I thought we are just done at the media locally. I can find a long maybe George in Number one is quiet in a meal black take you my bear, yeah. Get a game sound look at you put a mirror down there. I made a black on my bear, the better in the gallow, Korean mirror by your end of a young bear, yeah. And then we're putting out this way. Go better, we are putting out the done and away. It has been a case in my team, Marmota, more like a dog. It is like a magic anyway to have been a case in Marmota for Mary. I'm more anyway to that. Because Kutamia, Waka will Jim Muru, Kurimu, Katamia, Kutamia, Waka, better with a name. You cannot do them a doom medium medal, the area do, Conrado, Yawang Maturia. Them do me if take a player and the bar. Any black there, take you my bread, paper the line of the tar. Then I give to stop a bird black on one way, jump to you, you can go with good radio. They do time at the Santa Yapane, to Yapane, and I'm moving to time to die, but you're better by way. You may tell from the fellow, and no, I may let the fellow by time. The Pangakera, you let the fellow by time.
Amen.
Like what? qua phi cha ma ba qua phi per di so la ba qua ange da ta ti ka pe nyo ti ka per ma ba lo ta ri di so la ba qua wa le ka ba qua ri di so ma la ba qua me re la ba li me ri ka qua ri di so la ba qua ri di so ti ya ke mi so lu di ti ko ju ma ba di la ba qua ba e ga Did bro mel ba ya wang bro mel ba ya wang ma chi ni tu wa ni ai ma tu ba ma ko wala mi de mi ta mi wa le ma ru ko kel ki ye le ba ko yes Kristo ko ba ba da le ba ko ki ta ra ba ko e wa ru ba wa to ku ki gu ma ak bu in wa ko ba wa yo plan di sin na ta la wa ko ba yes Kristo ta to ko yes Kristo a ma ta la wa ba ko le wa ko mi do ri di te sa so FM le ba ko pero le ba ko wa ko mi be ko ru ba da pu ka su de nai le ba ko le ba ko le wi so du wi so ba ko le wa ko mi be ko ngi wa le ba ko mi de mi pa mi wa le ma ro ke le yi ko ba ka Yesu Kristo ra
Amen.
ko ba mi di ko mi di da
Ometi bene.
amen
Amen. Yes, hello.
Hello.
Family.
Afojo.
Better try.
Ni magezi kike goa.
Yes, magezi.
Ando ma. Atino ni kono twere program no mere ko dog chaka chon ba pian je ma beje no 15 mete to do program ngolo chawa ngolo. Kona ye do kumbera chao beru kanen no ujene. Eno vite meningo pien wan jo mo wala ale wa mar skari wa mar watika chamu karo watika roba chabun miri wil tai now ina no modje me wenti abina da pien chon wa piera nyogi na pula nyogi kumbete ding tika binu manyen man ma chon do ibe ya nyokwe bai wati ngolo ba me sumkewa afero ba do ba me te go
Amen. Ometi bene. Have Yes, hello.
Yes, hello.
Ayo.
Paul Baroba.
Amen.
Tiga nyaka kumia kelana na katan kansi.
Okay.
Aforo ba ne ko tuko. O no de video ko ya wudu pak mo go.
Amen.
American material law. Good production and marketing. Ablo we chen mo mo no de lo de ya tarda. Timu eno itiga lokana por kim kana to par. Ma yaro ba ko na. Ken kana mo we chan ku kurma chan kana yan ko ti kendo ron. Donc man na kada da tin to pulu te ba kana. Sige melo ene mo lo con yo part taking of land no longer don't no puedo traer lo caen organización no puedo no comprendo cosas lo como ya por no ando money pero no do acá alegro para me rocanwa yo no want to pero que antes está para para de tu boro petit mama chopra foi uma terra para muito culpa ya por viva.
Amen. Ometi bene.
O pai por lo né de Jonas de ruim. Quer que me tenha que dar um comando.
Amen. For your bene. Amen. Thank you. Yes, hello.
Yes, hello Robert.
Ayo.
Afoyo.
Better try.
Any take a look at Chris Goma.
Yes, Chris.
Yeah. And afoyo in your program in me, no? I have made a call like up Umera Mogo team going to run a new fatwa. The program when Catlan or to Jackson, Piano Paul Padano. Me o chama no initial kere ke mi no ngi da no don ka da no go ne man do mo kana gera ki ko anto don kera ta tan do ni kere
Satan when you ma pat chalo ne kiru on lega ino chamu kene no la fonte ka preaching no la pat ka min ne na pera ta kelwa ate pu ni dano mo kene te kanino no be mer ni win ate Satan do ni chalo ne no dano ne no ka da ko mo mo kene ma ine be ru ka min ne chalo ba mo pe ma te me Kenya ana mo piano beru este magadari yani kumbeti annually me Kenya go beru ka lok mo no beru ka kate ne gite ka temorational scan ma ine chero ki pimu ki menyu ine chero wai chuma ki kono ki temu gana ngo tiki mingi chant so eno beru ka te me Kenya and lokum dina chama gini anu ya po manofurati kena kamara para big kenyo la fonwa no beru katia ni pare mo di o mano ibikaro chere kum jimi mapol wakairu waskare wangon jimi mano watiukere igi nope watar pikere so beru ka fonwa ni o miera wabet pedda wa beta ta to chunu to kwal ka chamo jimi me igu ni tere we ta tar ma kumeno ni o ka ngo mano gwa furi ini tima po ne reduce in keta no ini chamo sele pitare nyo gwa prino ngi nyo gwa mu kene igu ni so tawa ne ma inde lo igu ni wen we to keep po ko mfoni anoni wa ka to nyang ni okay plan ta tan tika chope ka so gana ana lego dano when kateking ata when you radio favor when you ngate mo ke kan mano keki twin you tikini ye ada wana mera wala ta wana wati ukere kijima ma wati ka tikere yani kawa wa unyo to twale kwa ubi ko kama mano pa watu arpiano angeni jomo kene gramo ko tadene ni anda ni kigeno mo ne makadom pe pato ardon kwa so kasa tando wen ma pede twer ko ten lo kan ka do itika me to gema mon mira de look check ma ti peron yes no talwe tan anda ni ki tan ma ka tan te pa twer ko ka de mer tan de look check ma ana de peron wero an kol para nero ni wandano mera wala ke to be da me wo be chok ro ba tan ti ma dong te te no lo ne nur kamaleng ni tare pa wan do kristai do nak tuan wan kristai kare wa do manak tatwar beru dir ba cha mo ke kan ket ma kristo wa je ni cha wa mo ke kan cha mo ke kan no ga te tikatime piane ji ma pol do tiro choke ji ma pol makawa pane bible ji ma pol tikachope an ket maruban tika kere radio favor me mino ni ket dano mo kene gichayo pol kara wenyu iberu kalok ni lu dano mo kene giwani o kono ji ma ini chare gi yam no ji ma tera kono gena ngolki but eno ni when you are tell mano ta tante ka mesni ka takin kere programs mano ti radio favor yes ana me de kum anon tika den mo ma ana bi win chon wajo ni gamente upero che e comfort do kul an ngate ne bo beru ka tidan mo be te tibate ne pa win kere de favor win ti bo ngate mo ma tin bo ngate man te ka te find life wajo ni gamente upero che me dan po me ra gu fu do kulu to ka ini ne no jam makar ki do kulu ko dama for do kulu ngeyo no quality ne tie ma be da mano pata dak beru tie ki tema da for mi ter to kar oni wen matin ini lokoni atuki tam dak lok tani anono manyo te kar ki tika lo ni kuma u he ko ber lu tan an ka wa ber lu tan so dor la tan yor yan la lonya ka tiki tan nga tiki tan in te ter bi ni teru ki ne eno ni wi bad la tan ka tik ma la tan ki ine de bi no teru ki mo e kan wi la tan bo lobo so ana foi me to twal kari ka bete ni chamo kene program no mi neno gara yada to wa vole neno kwano wa neno ento ka ini tio manna mone ma ini winyo ni nor ba ye ni ini winyo ni ama ini winyo manna pada te we ube that for granted no can look at tie to migi na mo kana go ber ka wajene no can look at tie mo we ro ba tu di wang cha money ni winyo money so ara for the plan program radio server permo pe ye dar bene wan masal wan sayo mira wale radio server kare duju wa kilo pitch ye pian en dong ti sos ma pere ter ye doa men no nget kumzi mo kana matime bondo mo kana ana for the plan
be
lu ba go ku
amen go ke ben okay
amen
yes hello yes hello
yes sir
no
avoid matter
be
tiny Nixon here
okay yes Nixon
avoid lu ba piri
amen
ana do ha ke yan wa me te mo pe warabat
amen
ere ter da tu ko
be to try
ana ta follow ba the year we program my to do no ne matin yan ti me chalo gume ko kuona
amen
yo kare mo ko ken manoi no chalo gume no makamara di fega ti me chalo gume ko padano yan jo mo pon te ta gume ne ata jo manok man no ba yu no mi gen gume le di wono giti ana foilo ba mi gume ne ko ne matin
amen
ana winyo
be to try
foilo ba piri
amen
neglo ba me ti ni gum
amen
it's the business away
amen
apo
be okay hello
yes Roban
ayo
hoy choni
be
American fan lock kore ma bere ka chini Bicara moro ka will full che produce kama chara ka will yan he be panyo pe kori muchele la produce wa che la da me we ka da vola bien lock kori bere da ka da mi ya ko put bi be wa che kori ma tie kori muchele ne kori ma igene tamo che fam mane si fam monone mucele ne che per ciel si sono ciel tanto corine anone pare vai poro bacione cavo fuori ne con cori cialo cori mucele con tui allo cori ma kan io ka cori mo do por tui cori bacione pe tui fuori ciel kan bage ciaro che corine mi renoro mucele ne tie gua type cori mo kai ma te ka testify ano ne for isizona chel ci donc corine an dire ma ko chakelo kan dana ya ruile ne me per ne no wa we ruenyo ko ro ma nyam ma chan ma ki ti ko ne ci lo ne no ti attach ki kum yen ma na cha ne no ki ku jani ci ale go ba to guiding one ma cha one obet ki ye kum yen mo ti ko ro ma chan kore ma che maintain che perdi la gana ti ballo arne kore ma wan chan wati pere kore ma chira ma ola lisi che pera che noia kore full che pera che noia di ma che guardi ma bere da wa kore ne wan o generating shani ana foyo to kal ma be di ko
amen meti bene amen kekene mere kai winyo point money ma wajo Johnny begiri area gingi ni dano bi gwaro kodi so gendo ngi waini lok money me miyo ne bola wori beru pare neno kita dong check tikere Kenya cha pay miyo kodi mo iken bola wori or else fine tie haya Johnny gubi biri kar me kelo jami chalo fertilizer gi kelo chalo ngo now jami eguni chalo fertilizer gini dong ramo chero chineko en kodi me gwagone Icheri piri poro timo gope kati. Pia na icheri wilu go fertilizer onyo ilubu kitano gi wachi kere miritim. Neno. Chero kafu miribed ki certificate onyo degree. Botwa kany ko birini loka LCIFUTA. Chek mwini tie marika katini LOC kare chani kineno mere mwaga pangaru mwani kayamo koro yikiwaini ya LOC aita nini kimiro katini LOC miro bed ki degree kadong rach tutorial certificate me senior 4 nyo senior 5 gene senior 6 neno so makadong ki kero dong implementation manyuro ni ludiruat chon manugu ng'iyo kibiro LOC gini dong. So for now in Uganda that is what is trending, which is there. Okay, but lobo chalo Kenya gini wafu miribed ki certificate gwogodia miribed ki certificate when your degree manyuni jami wang miricheri kwana kadong pay kwano konyi dong dugu peo. Yes, hello?
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Hi, Paiso.
Yes, Paiso.
Barka yene ba? Ana kwa na Bible wi chu wi do. Ai ne ne ya bu chu na para de. Ai ne kwa wa chi ni ka ni ka ba jo mu ye Yesu Kristo ku yo kier jan ni ye di. Ai ke ne ma bi ru men. Yesu wa ya ti ka ma le ni ka bi no ka ma kum down mu to a chu re be cham. Nakuti ya Yesu wa ya ti ka ma le jo mu chi ya no ya kumbe wana kwa Bible ni wajaro wizo pien kumbe nevi kifun mo ma don yo chinga ni Yesu ko du yore ti du wala no ga benu agonya lu ba be la ka re da men che do ka gibi che ende no ni an ni pinte la fa an ko la ka te ko yo la jo ke ni da ke la ke la ye ko no ko me ke ni ala pe I alone think I can pay. Long kind of thing without the women that we do. Sit down with the with me, go. Yeah, that point we down, you better down, count the oil. You can use to be a work at the shop. No look in time, no you use to like any car, any year, but in a full big wheel. You're not Ramadan, yes, down with the year. You are used to use watching it. Can you feel you down right? Expert to my I joke and catch up with them in America, Africa, concrete there, quite down with that water, and you show it to you like this no love around the world. 15 years, I see them because you like I'm illegal. That'll be the fake one. You know, I think. Couple billion, but there are so Macalo for cheap, probably can have a class. There will come Bible, good enough. Of course, you know, and can we are born in 1982. Bible, no, John, the book, but I never child, low, cool, car, and I don't come by your Bible request. Why you can't see a woman out of the children? But they do read about it. That's a lot. They get a Bible. Oh, yeah, I can tell you, you know, the church is here. The dog and part. Why Bible is a lot. But you can't be any year, many, 1 new generation. Just with no bar on the town and left. Just why I took it down there. I was here, no way to the last. How you down, but in a year, when they get it,
Amen. Hafai. Meno pa Yesu. Atino choki ken mona ni chal wengu ni no. Hello.
Hello.
Ayo.
Wacho.
Better try.
Yo.
Mm.
Can I favor?
Yes, it is look. Iman Favor FM.
Yo, favor?
Better try.
Real life radio favor.
Ayo.
Radio roba.
Ati winyo mera.
Yo, atawa ne aloko bahan kuma kai jenes kilo barba. Ana winyo lo kori ma wono lo ne. Yutu ge guru kuma ne tai. Pian wan wati ci jomo organization no ku pian board ku pian ku kelwa kori bana lo da. Ci lo ka kori o lo ne. Anyang ati tini. Katan ti ati dai ne. Pian ku pian ki me madong ku pian do nge dong ku pian kwa wang dong ti matek dai yebe. Yeah, por ba mer ko nywa yedo. Por.
Amen, a fire ben. Have fire. Yes, hello. Ayo. Amen. Eh? Jamine dong peti ati kita chon kita lubang yubo kede.
That one much one is power when you want to get lubang tie. Tegana mo kan malabo tegakilone. Gaji wacho ye matara. Then no game go be chance to tell young. Enemy well low no my corner me pay. Again, I think I know America could take a do about can have a chon. Then come a leg in you my yacht to one. When I will make it a palaba, I had a very come one. Long capedon command. Jimmy and Pedro my yacht. Yangaramo, America more. Being a one American woman. American woman. Now dealing Jimmy Bogomadong no. Being a dong by here, but one machano, we are paying full of the Uqua, but Mama Wandoni in a cuckoo. Chita don't get the week, a jam again, and the away of Java Yapa. Napoli child and Magic again, one. Our meaning would learn. Oh, one again and on. So get a chamo chilling, Sadano, and Jamukene. Ngaramone camero koni on nak open the coin nak about any NK on get the manga and koni. Sana ne pedero get no my yacht to plan, pedero better plan. God ngaramom to camero koni. Pero koni again no mamma, some can get any pay again the money con. And it ain't mero coin one at the enemy. And that on American nak the jack to coin any year to that koni. So I don't know being on them. But I see Lavana, Merawan, Machalo, Krista, in the death. There was no Satan for that make it back on the law. Wow. Then the Bayer or Garo Quadway come and any la come Genamo again. But took a dinner come forward. Namia Walter, Canara.
For the trial Walter. Okay, thank you. Chana do tomorrow. My time is up. Maybe Kagam Danario. Yes, hello?
Hello. It is Sydney Palabakan.
Ngani?
Sydney Palabakan.
Sydney no dangyo niya bi ano ngaru mege mo ken mo nyom ngaru mo ke mo goichi machalo darope. Hawinyo mi.
Ano po program mo ba?
Better twine.
Hindi no when mi ara lega. Yan ke na joy mate ati chale Kenya ni. Needs a lot of prayer. Machalo du Krista mi ar go pet ki mate pian lo ba da no defend ngien. Malo ba watch ni luenti mere lo ti megwa. One machalo Krista mi ar jami tu chi wakare ching lo ba. Wa lo ba yo luenti wa ko lo. Pijami tu mi ati makar du mi ar kare do favor ilega. Ibn lobo wa me Uganda. Yar lek pier na ter wa kien mutime Kenya ni pero doni ye. Ana fo lo ba no polo me tugu.
Amen for your bene. Okay. Thank you. Maybe I pick up one more person. Yes, hello?
Yes, hello. Edi kalau kawal.
Kingani?
Wellington.
Ayo.
For kete di program mata apa? Ma kete for kete singa meter.
Baik.
Kekana gan mana mer metan dia gula wairo. Kete di mati kana tin kene ne kirang grup mukena.
Okay. Up for you. Yes, hello?
Hello. Hello.
Baik.
Kamu take a mamba. Saya kena ni yang cana ke peran yang macam ni, mereka peran yang macam. Kena ni peran kuri mereka macam, mereka peran kuri macam. Kerja berkat kuri ni mereka cah sekarang kedekan. Mereka ni ini ke peran mereka regu kuane cam, bunyi dam yati tahu. Chứ về cứ nữa là miệng bè đã bè rồi với cái ra chơi là đỡ rồi giờ rồi bà.
It's okay.
Thế là như là cái này là nó bà nó kia đó dai cái một bè bây cái bè rồi như cái bè miệng cha em mới sang cái bè rồi cha đó giờ tao.
Yes, hello? Ayo.
For program.
Better try.
So kamalo butega jare do doctor koroba. En kan no ko kar en no ko no part for. Ina no keto bugenge kere do buberu tata no ngiti kilo tela mlo. Yana lo tela mlo we gidi lo dano. Kegema gyanno ngukelo robo genya me lo baado me racondano dan mo kana me yene walga da lo community na ne ka na dano me smartphone ta pagi ngo ma jemme na ke lo ginya na te tu ni dano patamo ma caro fulo la bam yo kon vulu mata ara vulu mergo leg mata la bam ku kon don lega me da re lega yan da pa ma la bam dan ni mere la bam ata pa ke ma la bam de chingi we la bam yo chu da na de.
Amen.
Ana fa mata.
For your penny. Okay, thank you. Hello? Hello?
El man Joe Bukon ma Robert.
Yes, Joe.
Me pon me bega fonyi bega nyabu vidano ati. Nang me fonyi be biapo ma watiero. Kampala cha board kabuleta. Poi fonyi ne kabuleta bera fonyi ne kuja an vok ma yo pokne. Kwe gini ni wenti an voka fara gwa kote wa tema. Maka ibera kwano ne puyu wich. Kwe gini ni pian kichoi bai polo wani atema mama tiye makafne ye ni pa. Achiri nen gen marang tek tika bien marang tika merufo ni ye wo. Chidong road bi dugo. So ko kete waje ga yani ini gen mo butime an ma cha wan lo krista mi ro be ready piere an ba po mi ro to chunyo ro ni yewa pen ka ro ni ye ni ti cherry ke me polo chani no be yiti ka ro ni mo me e kana lego krista go be ma chunyi ta an gine ni mi ro butime pen kit no gena cho ke cho ro mi ro chupa ka kare yanda ko po chupa ano wa chino duku pa Kristo wogale ano mi no tim ka tim ne ti o tim o keta mo ga ti ni elo go te chera kama Rashford na fo mata robata le mere ya puang dano ya yo fugi pe Kristo go bien to what ka chel ke bi Kristo na fo mata
amen. Amen. Okay, thank you. Lo video uye agika Kenya peno no mateni. Kalo mukene dong tela video. Bibiri karme kupekera. Namba chimching mamega tutwali kai miro mo chaden kombe palabai koni. Yes, tutwali no wa miro nyang benete kare. Maini karo ki mano furi actually lare kidong kade lare. Ngoma lo ba timo. Kupekera inotabira Biero angwen abungwen abichel abira beach on 0774 967509 nota bira biero angwen abungwen abichel abira beach nota abungwen chi wabibiri kare menywa homapol. Otherwise, hope through the night lawing video biru tie cheng baraja wa icheng beach chake chawa ngwen tu moi chapa. And then also chabit me chakidwe lawing video no ti chabit mano house of prayer tikanya. So manyuni ye chakidwe polkare no ti breakthrough night. Nge chabira chiel yagadong break hope through the night Dugu and then wamete kerewai itumdwe. So that is it. But kagimo ikintila in video kupekere namba zeguni atamani wabibiri kare minyu akone mapol. Now gospel tune tila in video nane ibini chone mwagane pere kono iti mwaga beach aboro apa iti mwaga piara di abiro tegade tuero we bin itim registering ki reception megwa kaine iwel meli piara beach ken we kolutu ibegi kare meloyo mich matiepi en okay kidong bane olutobi beregi kare me konyo in we kolutu lwako begi kare mengeno ngama inibero so pire tek bin kidong inti mai ka initi kamabo tialo gwokam etie tialo agago gi kitgum gi lamo itiwa West Nile kacha iti nuoya deep inside there mai tamani o kind of jam keno bibira yela ritual. Yes, working pedaki old twal me were kan kuja go mere chimbora. Go chimbora in number enoni nota bira ngwen abungwen abichela bira beach nota bungwen we kolutu wachi kid maira mo registering we kibetie inindo abungwen dwe mapara chel makali wario ki piara dio yangwen pira tek tutwala. Otherwise ana for tutwala in video watiki YouTube channels me Radio Man cheri subscribing. Yes, cheri subscribing testimonies mo keneti kono kifon pa pastors mapapat poleti kono YouTube channel me Radio Man menu Favor FM 104.1 Gulu kidong testimonies mo kename winyo ki kindly in video cheri restore hope on your duoko again YouTube channel bibiri karme no testimonies ko wine ama kidong la win video welega kache timiro nongo access ko welega timbe. Yes, achwaka anbene ma piena timiro chwako luwelega bene we kolo tugin bene wegi ungene kama bo kidong bene gubed gi kare bene olutome bedo kiyum chwiny ikom ngoma gini gitika timone. La win video watiki website makiloni www.gotunesug.com. Yes, Cherry nong we mo iken we lega ma inimero te kuno kade no ni pere gona chim mape no unyuchwalira message WhatsApp yes mape no gona chim we lega yachuli kany Lao West Nile kidong Karamoja kidong mokene ki South Sudan. So kade no ikin these countries ma on your districts kidong countries ma wajo ni pere ni gonna chimchipo ya. Okay? Otherwise pamiro ni inibed ki kare me chape. Kona no ni itiki yume gane menyom entity yenyu welega kwe. Icheri Banning Center bene kunu ki yenyu wemo ni maini miro ni peke. Ama chamu kene itiki birthday itiki ngo. Chamu kene yume kumu itimiro welega. Cheri www.gotunesuj.com no bichobo pero mamegi. Okay? But kache pay no money maini ti yenyu neni. Yeza pien food ayabo website na yaba food nien so petien loke ni we wenti ye we mo kene food pare so we ati wachini kadongini no ni we mo ni pare gona chim we haneni akere we holo tu kwenye bane. Okay, paybait ka ka what ka yenyu kan kuja totally jume Banning Center angeo ni website no bibirigi karme konyo tutwal. Okay, no da mi ni utichko. No da mi utichko. It's fine. Allow injurio anafa tutwala. Obino chone kai miro beri I gospel tune we koloto wadok deyo botloba. Anafa tutwala chicho metu goma. Warwate koni onyodire I hope through the night. Chawa ngwen. Abedo Robert yechelo na ngwento na chel. Favor FM, the heartbeat of God. Bye-bye.
Apparently the gospel tune is back. Will you be part of it? Favor Gospel Tune 2024 Season 5 is here. Get ready. Mandok Season Mukene. Menya Angamo Bibedutera. Ikinu Wema Goyowelega. Ikumelumelo Uganda. Either you are a renowned artist, upcoming artist, or you just want to test your talent. Favor FM gives you that platform. There is no age limits. On the 9th of November 2024, at a fee of only 50,000 shillings. Yeah, Ali Pierre Beach Kickam. For more details, please call 0774 96 7509 or 0775 73 7740. Daranwayo, not a bira ngwen. Abungana bichel, a bira beach, not abungwen. When you not a bira beach, a bira der, a bira piara ngwen. Terms and conditions apply. Fresh music. This is #1 gospel radio station. Playing for you the best hits hour after hour. Releasing for you the best songs from your favorite artists. Favor FM, the heartbeat of God.
Atie lobo, ento an papa lobo.
Robert on the beat.
Itie lobo, ento in papa lobo. Para mama dorpe, abe mwenye wama u. Para mama dorpe. kuja aberio wama aberio wama ikanke ave mwenye wama ave mwenye wama ngwara moma lorpe ave mwenye wama ngwara moma lorpe ario wama ipolo kuja ave mwenye wama ave mwenye wama